underway already. 5 minutes kicked off here in our featured game, and we're joining right into the action with Nicholas and Iago. On the main stage, we talked about it just now. Ryan Pessoa, it feels like a must-win game in this early stage, even though it's only day two, but game one, it feels must-win for Iago.
Yeah, I think it is because of his performance yesterday. Beds into how today fares in the initial openings anyway for his matchmaking. It's just a horrible game to have to start your day. But then you can look at it on the other side and say, maybe there's no better time to play Nicholas. First game of the day, could catch him cold.
Yeah, certainly could. And it is going to be Almeria as Iago from right to left, and then that Sociedad home strip will be Nicholas 99 FC, the Iceman. Two-time back-to-back La Liga FC Pro champion from left to right. And also there's maybe a little bit more riding on this, obviously, for Nico this year with his World Championship qualification not quite wrapped up yet.
Yeah, of course, for him, he would have wanted to get that done in the FC Pro Open. Obviously, play-ins, he's done really well. And, well, to get into play-ins, I mean, for his rankings in the regional leaderboard. This, though, would be perfect for him, just to get into that top 8. He's in a good position to do so. And I believe he'll continue that form coming into today as well. Well,
the other games that are taking place right now, we've got Ika Monte and Zidane. And we've also got LALIGA Peixoto underway. There's Nico, open up the scoreline. The deadlock is broken on day 2 of the group stages of the La Liga FC Pro. And it's Nicholas 99 FC with Robert Perez that starts the scoring.
Yeah, it looks easy. I think Iago pulled the centre-back out. I'm not sure. We need to obviously take a look at it again, but I think he committed way too aggressively. And when you do that in the box, you leave that much space, and there's that many options around. Nicholas will punish you.
So having a look at what else is happening, Ryan Pessoa. Only 3 games in this round right now. We do have an opening goal, should I say, with Zidane, and it's Johan Cruyff who has opened the scoring for the Brazilian up against Ika Monte. Let's have a look at how he did it, Ryan Pessoa.
Yep, let's take a look. Zidane starting off very strongly. It's a simple pass, but then that extra one from De Jong to Cruyff is lovely. And then to tuck it away to give him that 1-0 lead. He's someone, again, that I even forget that, because he didn't play in the opening round yesterday, I forget that he's in this competition. But he's 2-0, potentially 3-0 after this game as well. You can never count out Zidane.
If memory serves me correctly, it was the club that got to the final last year as well to take on Nicholas, with Resende representing Real Sporting. One Brazilian swapped out for another, former teammates, and he's taken the reins over. There's a lovely dink over the goalkeeper, just enough trajectory on the ball to loop it up and over. JRG and Burgos against Real Valladolid's LALIGA Peixoto. Level game, 1-1.
It's a beautiful chip there over the keeper. See this one as well. Corner didn't lead to anything. Bit of composure and just about can squeeze it over Rashford to keep possession.
Let's jump back to our featured match here. Nicholas and Iago, these two have played a lot.
Yeah.
I think we were hearing 10 times, 11 times over the course of their career, obviously from the same region for a lot of it, whether it was South America or over in Europe. Iago obviously has been over this way for a little while now. Nicholas goes between Europe and South America.
Lots that tackle. Perez looked really quick there down the line.
Whipped into the back post, headed across. There's Perez once again, and a great save from Jan Oblak with a jumping save to his near post. Nicholas wasting no time on these corners. It's a free header once again into Perez. Driven past the Butragueno, but just snuffed out defensively.
Yeah, Nicholas has started hot. You can see the way he's pressing high up, triggering those runs, playing those passes. He could really be 2-0 up, and probably should be.
Well, will he be thinking as well, Ryan? Win this game. 9 points.
Oh, that is a crazy tackle.
Already, you go to 12.
And he's playing in the next round.
Is he thinking, if I get this win here, I'm almost with a good goal difference, going to be guaranteed in that top 8.
Yeah, I think if he wins this and then obviously the next one, if you get even a point from that, I'd say 13 points should be fine. But Yago might have different things up his sleeve. Didn't lead to a chance there. But yeah, you were saying that they played a few times. And I know you asked that it's in favour of Yago, right?
Yeah, it is. I think 6-4 over the last 10 games they've played in terms of match result. Well, as we said, 3 games taking place right now. And we are currently seeing goals galore across a number of our matches here. The ball's in the back of the net.
A reverse elastico, beautiful there.
As Valladolid are 2-1 up against JRG and Burgos. Coming into this game, in the grand scheme of things, it is a big matchup given the table position as well. GRG came into this game 22nd.
Yep.
As for LJR Peixoto, 24th. GRG only played 2 matches so far. LJR has played 3.
Yep.
So it feels like a real much needed victory if Peixoto was going to get it.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the goal that did put him 2-1 up there in this game. We jump back over to it live now. Cruyff as well being
what a pass.
Key part of the team. Beautiful pass. Should have probably found its way to have a shot at goal there. I'm surprised Camavinga caught up, you know.
I was going to say, surprised by Camavinga in the squad.
Yeah, but I remember seeing in an FC Pro Open match week, maybe about a month or so ago, someone had Camavinga at left back, and I just thought, again, I'm very play style heavy when I build my teams on this game. I need quick step on a fullback. I actually think I need it just to track those first time through balls down the wings. But obviously it's been working.
Robert Perez, I'm going to say MVP of this tournament so far.
I agree, yeah. I think him, Yamal and Pedri, even Jude Bellingham, to be fair, has been unbelievable. But yeah, Perez going forward, he's just a marquee player in a lot of teams because he helps with the budget. He fits in perfectly fine. That's it, the perfect example I'm talking about.
And once again, Perez in that area. It's only going to result in one thing, and that's a finesse shot round the on-rushing goalkeeper. 3-1. LJR Peixoto leading. Zidane and Ika Monte currently level 1-1 here.
Yeah, we briefly saw that reverse elastico from Ika Monte into the low driven. That was a beautiful goal. Zidane, however, can respond, and he does. Low driven himself. Johan Cruyff puts Zidane 2-1 up.
Just turning around there, actually, I feel like that station's moved a little bit from yesterday. The one that's closest to us here, Zidane, it was further to the left.
You feel like it's moved a little bit?
It has. Or maybe I was sat on that side.
Maybe, yeah.
That's why. Well, let's head back to our featured matchup here on the main stage. 2 Argentines locking horns. Nicolas and Yago. And it is Real Sociedad and the reigning defending champion simply doing what he does best. 2-0 up at the moment. You ask a lot of the players, I think we've seen a couple of piece of content that's come out, and also, I mean, just the word on the mouth from a lot of these pros. Nicolas is comfortably the man to beat.
Yeah, for sure. And I think not only obviously based on history, but let's take a quick look at this goal as well. Passing, that was the one there with that reverse elastico for Ika Monte. But yeah, Nicolas is an unbelievable player.
If Nicolas, obviously doing what he does, he's very, very good.
That looks on, you know. Wow, that offside trap is so punishing. You know what, Rich? I always say this every time. There's a #1 rule that I was told before by coaches when I was playing. If you offside trap, you never offside trap when your opponent is looking or towards any sort of angle where they can play a forward pass. The moment you do that and you time it wrong, you're going to get punished. And Yago, that is a terrible mistake.
Can I ask who was it who told you that?
I honestly can't remember. But it's been wise words. It helped me a little bit.
What I was going to say, and the only reason this comes to mind is because this player represented Real Sociedad last year. If Emery Yilmaz was in the tournament, would he have been the favourite?
He'd be up there. He'd be top 3 favourites for me.
Obviously, top 2 in the Pro Open.
Yep. If you're basing it off of this season, he would have to be. That is the end of the first half. Nicholas cruising. Let's jump on over to game number 2 to see what is happening over there. LJR Peixoto 4-1 up against JRG, so he's been cruising as it seems.
Yeah, it's been no real contest that JRG has been able to put up at the moment. And just one win, just 3 points on the board, can move so much with how this group table is currently stacking up.
That's where the format comes into its own. I say later on in the matches, they say match 4, 5, 6, etc. That's where you start to see 1-goal swings can change 3 or 4 places in the leaderboard. And
there's also a real big possibility that you'll finish your games before that last round.
Yeah.
So you might be waiting for other players to wrap up their games. Lovely dink over the goalkeeper. JRG has got a head in hands at the moment. He has been carved open.
Speaking of wrapping up games, I think this one might be wrapped up, done and dusted. He's been caught by that exact same pattern of play 3 or 4 times. Triggering the run, playing an extra pass, playing it back, and then a first time through ball, just a through ball to Perez. You bring the keeper out there as well, no man's land. It's an easy goal in FC26.
I just want to have a little look at the body language there as well. JRG.
It's despondent, deflated. He kind of just... He looks like he knows it's over.
Yeah. Speaking of over, 3-0. A scoreline that is... You can come back from, however, against Nicholas. What I was going to say, actually, when we were on the desk previously, obviously the games were getting ready, so we had to move on and go to the analysis on the drafts. It's a great tackle. The reason that I was going to say Nicholas to win this game, not because of previous results, not because of all those factors. Nicholas, and this might pain Yago to hear this, he's just better at the game.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's just as simple as cut and dry. Nicholas is just playing better, and he is just better.
Just better, yep. And sometimes it's as simple as that. And he's looking dominant. You can see the standings right there live as it stands. 12 points. He's the only player that has played 4 games, though, in that first page you can see. So he is top of the leaderboard and the group standings as it stands.
Yeah, and watch out for that Almeria badge as well if we do go down the global standings for the table, because he will be rooted somewhere towards the bottom.
Yeah, he might even probably 35th, I would say. Goal difference might save him from being rock bottom.
I think David Sanchez won a game like 10-1.
Yeah,
so
and I've seen a 12-3, etc. all over the place. So that could save him. But there is still a little bit in this game. Maybe you could clutch back a couple goals to help, because you never know, towards the end, that could be the difference.
Nice little bit of play there, bringing Mbappe into it, but just intercept plus once again, kicking in, taking control of the possession, taking control of the ball, and he'll just walk this forward, Nicholas.
Do you know there's one thing that I used to know, especially when I was playing before? You know when you're playing bad and you know when you're playing well. I think for Yago, he will know.
I'm not playing well right now.
Miles off it. Like it doesn't even look, even the patterns, they don't even look like FC26 patterns in terms of the way you build up, the way you create chances. He hasn't done anything.
He's not really triggered any runs.
Nothing. But I don't know if is that confidence? Is it a lack of preparation? It's really hard to tell.
Is it just knowing that this game's done?
Maybe. That could be a factor as well.
You must have been in a few games, both being the person who is winning and also the person that's losing, where you're in 70th minute, 60th minute onwards, you're trailing by 4 or 5 goals, and you just know that I'm not going to do anything here.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get back into this game.
I felt that the most towards the latter end when I was playing, because I knew I didn't put in the hours. You kind of
preparation.
I just knew there was no chance, because people were playing way more frequent than I was. You can see on the right side, though, Perez and Ika Monte is currently 2-2. Let's turn
our attention to that game. It's a much tighter affair here. So we're going to stay on this game. You can just see us in the background there of PHN's camera.
Oh, yeah.
Shows how close we are to the players.
Yeah.
This was the equalising goal, low driven from Ika Monte, to set us up to a tied game with just over 35 left to play on the clock. The other match that's taking place, LJR was winning comfortably and still is. I think they're either in a pause or half time. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm also just looking as well. I noticed this yesterday from Pearson. He's playing Yamal out of position
striker.
as a shot. Yeah.
He
has the play styles for it.
What's your thoughts on that?
I don't like having players out of position. The only exception is left and right mids. That's
we saw Haaland a lot at left mid in the FC Pro Open finals.
Yeah.
The team of the year Haaland, that is.
That is the only exception I have. Up front, I kind of want... Yes, you trigger runs yourself and you play... I guess if you're a player that player locks and triggers and creative runs every single time, maybe it doesn't really matter, but I just care about the positioning.
Was it me and you on commentary where we saw Xavi up top?
Yeah, yesterday, yeah.
As well. And we criticised that. They went and put an assist in.
Yeah, it worked.
Well, you see the table right there. It's Real Sociedad and Nicholas sitting pretty at the top of the table. 12 points, but he has played 4 matches.
This result as well jumps LJR up to 11th. You can see there. P8's in 7th. So they're in decent enough positions.
Chance.
Whoa.
Lateral heel to heel inside. And a low-driven finish from P8 Zin. Puts him back in front, 3-2.
That's an obscure skill move. You never really see that. It's like an L1 and then you flick to the right and left in that situation. He's done really well to create the space because Bale doesn't have the 5-star skill moves, etc., that a lot of people would use, maybe a bull roll scoot instead, and he's done really well to get the space and the finish as well.
I think it is the lateral heel to heel.
Yeah.
(3-2). P8 just nips in front once again with still plenty of FC left to play. I think we might have had a little bit of movement there between JRG and LJR Peixoto. Ryan, I'm just glancing over.
It's getting closer.
It was 5-1, was it not?
Yeah, now it's 5-3. So JRG, we said he looked a bit deflated. He's found a way to potentially get back into the game. This one...
He's pumped up the balloon.
He could come back into it. You never know. I doubt it, but you can't count him out, especially when it's only a 2-goal margin.
LJR Peixoto just got a pin and popped that balloon, so I'm pretty sure he just scored again.
Okay, never mind. That tactical foul, by the way, incredible. That was a one-on-one chance. The yellow card is worth it in that position.
Got plenty of action coming your way in the next round. More games to get stuck into. Nicholas once again right back up there on the stage. We've got Hugo Sanchez and Chusita going head to head, and our feature game, Nacho Abella and Neat, Atletico Madrid, Real Oviedo.
I feel like I remember that game from that year when Nacho Abella had that great season in the LALIGA.
Got to the grand final.
Yeah, I think I remember them playing. I'm going to have to double check that. It might have been the quarterfinals or semi-finals or something or the other. I remember that.
Johan Cruyff, nice little bit of close control dribbling here from Ika Monte. Twisting, turning, trying to find a gap, trying to find a space. And does now. Pedri. Defending here is Ika Monte. Can P8 cut his way through and finesse shot? Looked like it might have just been going wide.
Almost perfect build-up as well. I love the way he kept possession there with Pedri, found the space for the ball roll finesse with Rashford. Look at the run.
Yeah, that's
what
that
I mean.
run.
It's always on.
And again, Robert Perez in on goal. Finesse at the near post.
Not a fan. You can see he's upset with that one as well. That's a big chance. I don't know if... I think if you cut in for the right foot finesse, it's probably going to get blocked. You could chip that. Chips are very consistent on FC26.
He's already showed it this game.
Yeah, precision shooting. You get the power on. It's a goal. The keeper's been brought off his line.
Well, we jump back in here to Nicholas and Yago, and it's perfect timing because Nicholas has just added a fourth. I don't think anything really happened since we left it from sort of the 50th minute. Nicholas knows the camera's back on him. We'll put the ball in the back of the net.
The amount of space here is unacceptable for me around the box where it just parted. You kind of allow him to take charge. You can see, look, so much space. You can just run in. he could have done anything there, but the shot was obviously the right choice, and it's a comfortable win for Nicholas against Iago, who...
I think he's got a double underarm sleeve.
I suppose he's going to pull that one out
in his bag.
He needs to accept and understand that game. Well, this game has been done for a little while. Yeah. The benefit of him is that because he played one less game than everyone yesterday, he's still...
He can get 2 wins and have a chance.
Yes.
If he gets 3 wins...
He's through.
I would say statistically he's in.
Yeah, I agree.
So, this game will hurt him because it's someone that he knows, it's someone he's friends with, someone that he probably has spent a lot of time with in Nicholas. But you just got to put it out of the memory very, very quickly. The tightest game that we've got in this round of fixtures right now is going your way. It's Ika Monte and PH Zin with 13.5 minutes left to play. PH Zin looking for a perfect run so far. There's Johan Cruyff, cuts it into Williams, and a great tackle which allows Ramiro just to collect it. One of my favourite games of the next round that I'm really looking forward to seeing. D. Sanchez, Nathan SR.
That's a massive, massive game. That offside trap could be punished as well. Low driven across the face of goal. Ika Monte finds his way back in the game. 3-3 against PH Zin. You can see that Gareth Bale, even on his weak foot, with that low driven play style plus, you're going to score. I think that's one thing with this year, Rich, that maybe casual people who's watching the stream as well need to understand. Play styles are so important, even with a 2-star weak foot. Oh,
just getting the alarm again. Coming through. Oh, I will just got rid of it. There we go. Sorry if you did hear that coming through the broadcast.
I thought it was a fire alarm yesterday. I was wondering why is no one going crazy.
There's some very, very strong winds at the moment in Barcelona. What I was going to say, Ika Monte coming into this game, when you look at the table, he's at 21st.
Yeah.
3 points, played 3.
This would be a massive result.
PH Zin, on the other hand, played 2, 6 points. A draw's not a bad result here for Ika Monte. It's a bad result for PH Zin.
Agreed.
Because he's got aspirations for top 8.
Yeah, a draw's incredible for Ika Monte.
Ten minutes left to play here. Updates from a couple of the other games. Nicholas about to wrap up 4-0 against Iago. Chance, slow driven finesse. Good save from Ramiro. Whipped into the back post. Headed down. There's Jude off the line. Stoikov picks it up. Militao can't quite get there, and there could be a counter-attack on if he goes forward quick enough here, Ika Monte. PH Zin still in transition. He's triggered runners. Just slows it down ever so slightly and retains possession.
That corner where you know what's about to happen, he's already played a lot going for the knockdown. I think there's a bit of defensive frailty there from Ika. Like, you don't change cursor to try and cut the lane, you just let it happen.
Yeah.
He's very, very lucky that Bellingham cleared it off the line. You can see on the right side of your screen there.
I think that might be 7-5.
Yeah, so go back. Still a fair way to go in that game, so there could potentially be a comeback. You never know.
Left-hand side of the screen. PH Zin coming forward once again. One-touch passing in around the box. Turns his man.
What a tackle.
Huge slide tackle, but he's given the ball right back to him. PH Zin on the edge, can't quite turn away. That's a big chance.
Yeah, that should have potentially led to a goal there, but incredible bits of defending in the end. Initially, it was a major mistake, I think, to step and be aggressive, but unbelievable slide tackle there.
Last chance for Ika Monte. He's going to play it. Does he snap the streak of PH Zin? It's a 2-winning streak so far.
Wait, he had time. He could have got onto it, you know. Wow.
Jan Oblak called into action. Big save at his near post. Lamine Yamal with the short corner. He's waiting. He doesn't really know what he wants here. Does find the short pass into Lopez. He's got tiki-taka plus and just fires it into Pedri.
There's time.
With 35 seconds left on the clock. PH Zin has to go, and he has to go now. What a tackle!
He can go forward as well. He's in!
From Ika Monte, and he's got the back post open. Yamal! Ika Monte! Late drama once again in Barcelona.
Wow. It felt like there was going to be a chance. I didn't know which way it was going to fall, but JRG... Sorry, I'm looking at the other game. Ika Monte, unbelievable. Last minute winner there against Zidane. That is unbelievable.
What a slide tackle.
Ika Monte, take a bow. That bit of defending has led to a chance down the other end to win it. This is how we done it.
Talk me through what you're saying here.
He's end-to-end. For Zidane here, he's triggered the run. He's in if he plays that pass. The slide tackle is brilliant. Ika Monte does so well to trigger the run. And here is just about making sure Yamal's onside. And from that position, Ika Monte, all he has to do is tuck it away and he does it.
For a second, I thought you were offside.
It was offside. It was close. It was so close. I think if he tapped L1 and put it towards Yamal, he would have gone offside.
Wow.
Devastating for Zidane. Actually, accidentally mentioned JRG. I was paying attention to that other game as well, which we'll jump over to. This is very, very close towards it. JRG had a chance where he could have got goal number 6 to bring it even closer between these two. Last 10 minutes, though, if LGR can see it out.
It's an absolutely necessary 3 points for LGR Peixoto, given his tournament standing right now. (7-5) with what we got, just over 7.5 minutes left to play here. And that is the table as it stands right now. Ika Monte. We said coming into this, he was sat, what, 22nd? He had 3 points. He had to win that game, and he did win.
Yep.
4 goals to 3.
It jumps him all the way up as well, if you can see there on the standings. Number 11 in the group standings. Of course, he's played 4 games. Another point, for me, secures him 100% into the top 24. There is a 12 points maybe. It's unlikely.
Yeah.
But you never know.
That's a massive confidence booster.
Yeah.
Last minute winner, couple of clutch tackles, keep yourself in the game, and then you go and snatch a late winner. This game might not be done yet. That's a big interception. And for LJR, I think for him, you're probably looking, let's get the goals up. Goal difference could be very, very important here if he's got any aspirations of top 8. Yamal round the corner into Rubo.
Oh,
what a goal.
Oh my goodness, that's an unbelievable goal.
What a goal. What's that?
Whoa.
13 goals. We might be in for a +3 or +4 here.
JRG, hold on a second.
That might be the best goal I've seen today.
That is the best goal by far. Kinnick, round of applause. That's unbelievable. Look at this play here. The pass inside, the little cancel there. Oh, it's lovely. That's a perfect goal. Has it come too late though, Rich? Actually, I think potentially it could. LJR seems to be involved though in all of these last minute.
He does. The drama games.
Yep.
He's involved with.
It's a beautiful
Let's have a look at this injury time. We've got a pause. 20 seconds left on the clock. 7-6 right now.
There needs to be, I would say, 3 minutes added on to give him a fair opportunity to get the ball back and sort of start an attack of his own. Will it be that long? I don't know. But with that many goals, you'd expect there to be a fair share added on.
Just having a look over my shoulder at the players there. LJR getting some words of wisdom from Nino, his coach, obviously former pro player.
Not been for years.
On the other side of the stage. JRG, I think he's locked in, ready to go. Not been long left in this game. The pause had just finished there, 89 minutes, 40 seconds.
He believes, you know. You see him. He genuinely, Rich, he believes. I'm very interested to see how long is going to be added on.
I think we'll get at least
I want to
3,
see
maybe
3.
4.
I want to see 3 added on. I think it will be 2, but I'd love to see 3 added on here.
The top left corner will tell us everything we need to know here. +3.
Wow. Wow.
Can JRG snatch an equaliser? He's got 3 minutes to do it.
The one thing is, because he's been trailing, you'd expect he would have used up his team press a lot already. That's the issue you have here, because even if you pause to go constant press, it might not kick in time. You can see he's offside trapping, he's pushing bodies forward. No
this
way.
Is his chance, play a look down the line, Xavi cuts
No
it
way.
back. Maradona!
What?
He's 7-5 down in the 90th. He scores 2 goals. He equalises. And he snatches from the jaws of defeat one critical point. And he's stolen away 2 from LJR.
He's just roared in his face as well, stood up over him. LJR hasn't even flinched. I don't even know what's going on here. That is an unbelievable turnaround from JRG. We said at half-time, that was a look of somebody that was so deflated and defeated. LJR's going to have to go forward. Do you remember yesterday, Flipperzito, it was the same thing.
He's got a free kick.
No way.
The referee's playing it.
If you play it short, you genuinely can't even, you can't go back. You have to run forward, yeah.
Mike Bartra, surely not.
No way.
Surely not. De Jong
He took the touch
tackled.
left. If he turned back, he would have actually had an opportunity. What a game though, Rich. Wow.
7-7 between these two. Last minute equalisers, last minute winners. It's all happening here at the LALIGA FC Pro. And this is only the first round of day 2. We have got so many more games to get underway with.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Those two, he scored 2 goals in a matter of minutes in game. If you're LG, that's sickening, you know that? That's something that could completely derail the rest of your day just because of those 2 minutes in game.
I mean, surely for LJR now, top 8 seems a million miles away.
You're not even looking at that. You got 4 points. you can't even look at that.
Well, we might be struggling for things to say, but I can guarantee 3 people are not. Gravison, Brandon, Nicole. What a round.
I love Ryan Pessoa there, just speechless. Just literally not think of the words to say to explain what on earth we have just witnessed. I mean, guys, a great start to day 2, as we were expecting. I mean, well, where do we even start? Well, let's have a look at the results. A big win, a comfortable win for Nicholas, which takes him to the very top of the leaderboard as things stand. We'll look at that shortly. I mean, PH Zin, I don't know about you, I expected that to be a comfortable win for him. We can have a look at the highlights of this game against Monte.
It should have been one. It should have been one, Nicole. I mean, Ika Monte is not playing well at this moment of the year. Not only that, the year before he wasn't playing as good either. So I guess nobody over here at Barcelona expected him to even get a point. And on the other side, PH, I don't know. I expected more from him, to be honest, especially after yesterday, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just on that, I think one thing that I absolutely love from this round of games, Nicole, is that all the Spaniards have sort of said to the international players, like, you might be coming over here to the Liga FC Pro, but we're not going to make it easy for you at all. The fact that Leandro Peixoto has just dropped huge amount of points, then PH Zin is thrown away a huge result here. It shakes up the table, and that's exactly what we want for today.
I know, yeah, they've stood up and they've gone, no. Not here in Barcelona on our turf. No, you don't. We could see what it meant to Monte. I mean, I was not expecting that at all because, Grav, like you said, when you look at form, but also in the nicest possible way, PH Zin is probably the better player of the two. I think it's fair to say.
Oh, he is. He definitely is. But I don't know. It was just that last 3 minutes of the game, the Militao tackle, the offside trap. I don't know. I guess everything can happen here at La Liga FC Pro.
Exactly, and that's why we love it, Gravison. Then this one, oh my word, Peixoto. So, again,
what is the keeper doing there?
What's going on? We've spoken about him a lot yesterday in particular because we all know what he can do, but he's just not shown up so far this tournament. Didn't have a good day yesterday. And then this game, I mean, it felt like a fairly comfortable lead.
It was. I mean, look,
what happened, Brandon?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, look, he was in a position where he was dominating the game, 5-1 up. I know it's 9.5, so I know it's a long old time to hold on to a result here, Gravison, but 4-goal leads. Leandro Peixoto, former French league champion.
Yeah.
I guess when you're coming over from France to Spain, or either if you're coming to you're used to playing at your own house, you're playing against your teammates, you're used to it in a way, and then it takes some time to adapt. As you can see, LGR is struggling now, 4 points out of 12. It's a weird one because he did have a really poor week 1 in FC Pro, but then on the second week it was 10 out of 12 points, I think, or something like that. So we thought his form was going up, but no, it definitely isn't. Looking at this match.
I just think as well, on top of that, as what Graverson's saying, is that all these players like the Andrew Peixoto, PH, they've been lucky enough to experience tournaments outside of Spain. A lot of these Spanish players, in the nicest way possible, play in La Liga FC Pro. They compete, they have the odd moment of a win, but they don't often make it into an E-Champions League or a tournament outside. The players that have that experience, that we expected to go and win, have come up short, really, is all we can say.
Yeah, it was 2 late goals there for that to end in a draw, which will be so disappointing for Peixoto. We can have a look at the standings here. I mean, Nicholas, that's where my eyes are drawn to. The top of the table, I mean, 4 wins from 4, as to be expected from the Iceman, right?
Absolutely. I mean, 4-0, top of the table. He is the champion. He's got a target on his back, but it's not phasing him at all, is it? I mean, goal difference might not be as high as he would have wanted it to be, but the champion is looking very much comfortable in the top 8 at the moment.
He is indeed. We've got some big games coming up next. The next featured one is Neat versus Nacho. I'm looking forward to that. We can hear from them now.
Pues mira, lo primero que siento cuando juego contra Nate es un poco de orgullo, te diría, y de satisfacción por parte de los dos.
Jugar contra Nacho siempre es un partido muy especial.
Creo que empezamos los dos en el 20 siendo dos totalmente desconocidos, que nadie conocía dónde están estos dos chavales aquí, junto con José Bailón y demás. Creo que los dos hemos ido madurando poco a poco con el tiempo, ahora somos mejores jugadores.
Pero quizás ya Nacho, como ya dijo al principio de año, igual este era su último año, igual no sé si tendrá la misma motivación de cuando empezamos. Yo pues espero que todavía me queden muchísimos años.
Hombre, no, está claro que para mí Nit es una persona súper especial en todo este tiempo que llevamos, porque ya te digo, es que empezamos juntos, jugamos finales, semifinales hace 2 años.
Una me la llevé yo y otra él, pero bueno, aquí tenemos la revancha para ambos, así que veremos a ver quién se lleva este tercer partido.
Ves un poco como la evolución de paso del tiempo en todos y no sé, como que tengo ganas de jugar contra él porque es uno de los mejores jugadores, pero además ya lo que aporta a nivel de show y demás, para mí es un placer tener.
Y nada, yo creo que va a ser un partido muy bonito para el espectador y también para Nacho y para mí.
Y sería pues una bonita manera de cerrar la trilogía ya, porque sería final del 21, semifinal del 24 y final del 26, que ojalá sea.
Ojalá sea de una final española y una final Nacho contra él.
Well, then here we go. It's time to jump into our second round of games here for the Liga FC Pro. Brandon Smith and Jaime Alvarez guiding you through our next round of action. We can only hope it's as dramatic as we just saw there. The best part is we've still got so many more games to unfold here, Gravis. Remember, 37 clubs competing in this year's the Liga FC Pro. Only 24 of them will make it to the Cup in a few weeks' time. And in the top 8 today, they can make their life quite easy, can't they, Gravis, if they perform well?
They definitely can. I mean, it's 10 rounds today of action, of fixtures, so we can see Nate asking probably for some water or something because he needs to be in shape and ready for this match. And that's the 3rd time they're going to be playing against each other, Brandon. The first time back in 2021 in that final of La Liga in which Nate came out on top. On the other side of things, it was in the semi-finals of the FC24 finals in Barcelona. Nacho came out on top, so it's 1-1. I guess whoever wins will get the trilogy. As we have a look at the draft, as you can see, Nate is playing with Xavi, Perez and Gareth Bale as his 3 starting icons. Bellingham, the Real Madrid midfielder, and Team of the Year Pedri as a cam. Lamine Yamal, Artur Rival, Vitor Reis, Eder Militao and Pacha Espino. We have to remind people at home, Pacha Espino, no quick step at all. Interesting team, we could say. I do like the defense with the intercepts. I do like the midfield. I feel like Nid has it all.
Absolutely. I mean, look, you cannot forget that this man has been a 2-time champion before this league. I didn't actually know that's his brother coaching him as well.
Yes, it is.
Because I've seen him before working with different pros. I think I saw him here last year, actually, working with a different pro player. Yep. They are brothers. They've come from Madrid, of course. He hit to Barcelona for this season's LALIGA FC Pro. But for Nacho Abella, I mean, he left the night yesterday quite disappointed, Gravison, didn't he? Because in his mind, he threw away a huge win. He threw away 2 more points. He could have had near enough a perfect day yesterday. But it was a 4-4 late draw against Flipperzito.
I feel like even though he was devastated at the draw and at the chance of not getting the 9 points, you get to a hotel, you're not at the heat of the moment, and you're thinking, okay, it's 7 points out of 9, it's good. It's not only good, it's really good. I mean, the objective is to get to the top 8. You have to get, I would say, 12 to 13 points to get that. He got 7 yesterday. If he gets 7 today, it's 14. He should definitely be in that top 8. So I'm sure he was devastated, but then when he went home, he was happy with it.
Well, keep in mind as well, there's now 6 games taking place in this round. Sorry, 5 games taking place in this round. Ale Ortiz taking on Jota Bar. He needs to really pick up his act if there's any chance of him getting in the top 4. Hugo Sanchez against Chusita. By the way, here's a stat for you, Grav. Hugo Sanchez for Ibar, the best defender in the competition and the best goal scorer. Only conceded 7 goals across his 3 games yesterday, which is no one else has got a better defending record like that, and his goal difference was phenomenal.
I mean, it's a weird one because Hugo Sanchez has always been a great attacker in the game, but defense has always been poor for him. So I don't know if it's Juanqui helping him out, the Spanish coach who used to coach Tundi, who used to coach Mike, who used to coach Daniel Aguilar, who used to coach Nacho. So it might be Juanqui's work on the shadows.
Well, here comes Neat with the first chance of the game, and already he is underway. Well, it didn't take him long, did it? The former LALIGA FC Pro champion. And to be honest, he made it look quite easy, Gravison.
He did. It was he did attack the byline, and we thought a shot was gonna come, but it was a croqueta into a pass, as you can see. Pedri with the celebration, and it's 1-0 to Neat.
Again, we can see you in the chat if you're tuning in. Welcome to Barcelona. Welcome to day 2 of LALIGA FC Pro. Hugo Sanchez against Chusita. That's goalless at the moment.
It's a great match. Either way, Chusita has to pick at least 3 points in that match, I feel like, because after getting only 4 points, if he's aiming for that top 8 result, he has to go for the 3 points against Hugo Sanchez, especially because he's a direct competitor for that top 8 as well. This is a great round of fixtures, Brandon. Nacho against Neat, Hugo Sanchez against Chusita, Nathan against David Sanchez.
Just looking at the position on the table there as well for, I mean, even the likes of Neat. 4 points yesterday from 9. He needs a much better day today as a goal goes in over that game. Hugo Sanchez, the goal-scoring machine who did end the day top of the table yesterday, leading against Chusita, who currently is sitting just outside the top 8. 6 points from 9 yesterday. He didn't have a bad day, did he?
No, not at all. I mean, it was a decent day. But this game for him defines how the day will go. Because if he gets the win against Hugo, he'll definitely go higher up the table. But if he doesn't, he'll struggle, as we just jump over to set number 5 with the game between David Sanchez and Nathan. Nathan will end the day with 6 points, aiming for that top 8 as well, same as David Sanchez. Nathan attacking.
I think it's safe to say as well, Gravison, he's had a much better performance than his fellow Brazilian and PH, especially off the last game we just saw there. Nathan Essara, former E-Libertadores champion, giving FC Andorra their first outing in LALIGA FC Pro. And of course, as you said, it is the team that won the LALIGA FC Pro the last 2 seasons, Sevilla, with a new pro player on the sticks this season. Well, just looking at the table as it stands right now, Real Sociedad, Nicolas is top of the table. He has played an extra game, though. I mean, he could be in a great position here. We know he's in action now, Gravison, against Andrew Domenech. He is leading that game by a 1-0. There is a world here that he could have 5 games played, He's got one game left, which will probably play in a few hours' time, but his work near enough could be done. He could be on 15 points from 15.
And that's qualifying, for sure. As you can see, he's winning his game, 1-0. We should say hi to Redlack on the chat. We see you. We see everyone on the chat.
Yeah, who is watching today and wants hello? Redlack's in the chat. Hello to you. Give us a name in the chat. Who you think is going to become champion of this year's La Liga FC Pro? We are watching both games side to side at the moment. David Sanchez, Nathan Essar, that one's goalless. And as we mentioned, Nicholas on the right-hand side of your screen, he is leading. But for how long? Andrew Domenech unable to make the most of it there. Legend of the Fallen says Nicholas to be this year's La Liga FC Pro champion. I mean, that would be the first ever time, Grab, that someone has done it 3 years in a row.
Was so nice. Had to do it 3 times.
Yeah, I've not heard that version before. But certainly we will be hearing that in Spain for the first time. There is no surprise that so many players want to come out and play here, Gravison. I mean, such a different time to when you played here and won. I mean, the opportunity here now, the prize. I mean, I might not say that word prize pool to you because you did win it. And I mean, what was the prize pool then? Yeah, certainly has changed, hasn't it, a lot since then. Let's jump over to game 4 now and see what's happening over here then. Ibar against Chusita. Chusita has got a goal back in that game. Hugo Sanchez now leading 2-1. And Hugo Sanchez, one of those players as well that's had a couple of decent runs in the past few years here in Spain. He cycles it well all the way back round. And unable to get the finish that he wanted. Chance to break now for Chusita. Extra pass, didn't need it, went on his own, but still could squeeze it in with Lamine Yamal. And somehow it's gone into the back of the net.
As we just jump over to set 5 to see what's happening between David Sanchez and Nathan. It's 30 minutes of the game and it's still goalless, 0-0.
Well, I don't know if I lost you there for a bit, Graham. I couldn't hear you, but you're back now. You're back now if you were speaking. I'm sure it was good wherever it was. As you were saying there, David Sanchez against Nathan Essar. Feels weird this is the only game that hasn't actually probably given us a goal yet.
Especially with the way both players play. They are both so offensive. Nathan doesn't do a pass backwards. And David Sanchez, who's always attacking with the fullbacks, looking for the 2v1s on the wing. It's weird that it's in 0-0. So anyone can score at any given moment, Brandon.
Here's a question for you. Guess how many goals we saw yesterday, Grav? Just in day 1, there was a lot of games that was played.
So we played 111 games yesterday, wasn't it? I think. Maybe, I don't know, 500 goals?
Oh, you're in the right now. I mean, chat, can you ever guess how many goals did we see yesterday? It is 500 and something. Oh, wow, David Sanchez! Well, that's the way to open up the scoring account, isn't it? Gareth Bale says, yes, please.
Wow, what a free kick from Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale for David Sanchez. Has driven that into the top corner. By the way, updating the other games, Nicholas has scored again. Neat leading 3-1. Make that potentially 4-1 now against Nacho Abaya. Jota Bar against El Oritz has pulled a goal back over there. That's 1-1 now. And we'll stick with this one for a moment. Looking at David Sanchez, looking at his positioning at the moment in the table. I mean, 7 points yesterday. He's unbeaten still.
We just jump over to Deportivo de La Coruña against Eibar match. Chusita scoring a low-driven finesse with Gareth Bale. You can see the pass coming in from the Barcelona icon Xavi Hernandez, and it was an easy finish. I think to make it, yes, 3-2. This is a crucial match for Chusita if he wants to keep the top 8 dream alive.
Well, speaking about getting some momentum, Gravison, against the player that's been unbeaten, he has been the best scorer and the best defender across the first day here in Barcelona. Chusita wins this one. It will put him on 9 points, the same as Hugo Sanchez. He might not have the same goal difference as him, but what a boost of confidence it will be going into his last 2 games. Remember, top 8 is the goal. Your whole season could be so much easier. Yamal, Xavi, extra pass was into Gareth Bale. But to answer your question, it was 542 goals yesterday.
Whoa, and maybe another one with a free kick. Let's see Gareth Bale.
What do we reckon then? Chusita of Gareth Bale. Does he fancy it from this far out?
It has to go in.
He's going to go for the direct shot. Chusita of Bale!
No!
And it goes for a corner. That one played towards the back post with a flick, but it is actually on the defensive side for Hugo Sanchez. You might be able to try and counter-attack.
For the people at home, that has to be like a penalty. He was so close. He had 90+ shot power stats with Gareth Bale. That has to go in.
It's right over here now. What is it? 1-1 Nathan SR. Last chance of the half by the looks of it. It's going to fall the way of Nathan SR. You wouldn't believe it, by the way. It is 10 million coin squad Nathan SR. Guess who his favourite player is?
Oh, I don't know. El Pachaspino or something like that.
Nico Williams.
Nico Williams.
Gold. Nico Williams.
He has to be what? 5K? 10K?
Well, apparently, within the archives of FC, he's actually been used by more than any other player in FC 26 this year in Ultimate Team. Nico Williams has had more games registered on him.
The gold item.
The gold item.
He was really good at the start of the game, but now, after so many promos, I find it weird.
I find it weird that maybe he's not even had that big move yet. I mean, I know how Bilbao works, and they're very loyal to the Basque region of players there, but you think for the headlines he's been getting, he must be, I mean, his brother's there as well, isn't he?
Yeah, we all thought he was going to move to Barcelona this year, especially with the friendship with Lamine Yamal as well. Everyone thought he was going to move to Barcelona, but he stayed at Bilbao. I'm sure he's happy. I mean, he's from Bilbao, his brother plays there, his family lives there, so I really rate that, to be honest. I really like to be, I don't know if you have this say it in England, but in Spain we say that it's better to be the head of a mouse than to be just a foot of a lion, in a way. So that it's better to be respected and to be the star of Athletic Bilbao than to be just another player from FC Barcelona. So
someone in the chat asking about Oberon, when's he going to be in action? He's playing not next round, he's actually playing the round after that. He's not involved in this round as of yet, the Italian. What that does mean, though, is that he's probably going to be playing back-to-back games here on day 2. Jota Bar leading this so far. He is...
He lost every single match yesterday, so he needs a win.
Yeah, he's not in a great position. I mean, we said about this yesterday, 6 or 7 points. I think Tuga was saying in the conversation with Richard that could be enough to squeeze yourself into a top 24. What do you reckon? I mean, looking at the table from yesterday, anyone on 3 points was basically joint in the top 24. So you'd like to go off the average there. You'd think maybe a bit over the average. 7 points would definitely be enough, but with a good goal difference behind you.
Yeah. Especially because we have an extra round today for some players. So, because Thiago played 2 games yesterday, PH played 2 games yesterday, so should be just a little bit higher than that. Maybe, as you mentioned, 6 points with the goal difference. But it has to be good. Maybe, I don't know, +3, +4. That's why you shouldn't allow yourself to lose a game 9-2, 10-3. It's so hard to come back from a -7 goal difference in a match. As we just jump over to game 4. And that's Eibar against Deportivo de La Coruña.
Well, a great example is this man here, Hugo Sanchez. We said how good he's been in terms of free flow with goals. He won a game yesterday against Danny Navarrete, 10 goals to 1, Grav. I mean, that's the goal swing that you simply cannot allow to happen today. If you've got any chance of trying to claw yourself through the through to the cup and be in the top 24, even if you're in a losing position, it kind of sounds ridiculous, but you're better off maybe going all-out attack.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a goal back there for Nacho.
Wow.
At Bayer, we've also seen another goal going.
From the Spanish star, Hugo Sanchez. Great goal. And NIT did have a poor performance in day 1, considering the amount of people that said he was going to be one of the favorites to win the competition. 4 points out of 9. Not great, so he needs to get a win. 7 points out of 12. Still fighting for that top 8 result. And Nacho on the other side could end up this round with 7 points as well. As you can see now, as we just jump over to our main match between NIT and Nacho. This is a repetition of the game that was played on the final of La Liga 21. That year it was won by NIT on a back-to-back basis.
He's come so close, hasn't he, quite a few times now, about.
Twice, actually. 21, he lost against NIT on the final, and 24, he lost against Nico in the final, so...
I feel like they also played in the cup. And they might be on opposite sides of the brackets. They're in the semi-finals, either or.
Yes, they did. And he won against NIT in the semi-finals of FC 24 that year as well.
Well, that's your standings there on the left-hand side. Remember, top 8 is where you want to be by the end of play today to get yourself an auto ticket, a fast-track ticket into the grand finals. Nicholas is currently 15 points from 15, 5 out of 5. Eibar's Hugo Sanchez currently still unbeaten. He's on 10 points in a drawing scenario as it currently stands. Polychris not in action in this round, but will be in action in the next round against Alberto VK. He's had an unbelievable performance, hasn't he, so far? One of the players that we said keep an eye out for.
Yes. Richard has been talking about him for a while, same as Ryan.
Tuga also 9 points from 9. And in that top 8, as it currently stands, Neats edging closer towards a big 3 points. As we go back over here, right, that table might need an update, actually, because Hugo Sanchez will only be on 9 points because he's currently trailing Chusita of Deportivo, who will actually go on to 9 points and be joint on points with him. This is the goal that we missed, Grab, and this is the mistake by the looks of it from Hugo Sanchez.
Oh, Team Perez came in. He did win the goal back a couple of times with the advanced defending.
A little delay with the shimmy there from Lamine Yamal. I mean, talk about composure there, Grav.
Yes. Could you imagine Lamine Yamal playing at the Premier League? Sorry. Maybe at Chelsea or, I don't know, even any club.
I just couldn't imagine him playing away at Turf Moor. on a cold night.
He will suffer.
I think it'd be very different for him.
Yes.
It'd be like playing away at Bilbao, but with probably a lot worse weather.
Yeah.
The rain would be there, but it'd be a lot more cold. Over to this game now. David Sanchez, 2-1 down. He went up 1-0 a fantastic free kick. But it is Nathan SR that is also looking to maximise. Here's points on the board. He did lose the game yesterday. This will put him on 9 points. And will keep his top 8 charge very much alive. Unless Di Sanchez can unpick him here now. Santi Cazorla finding Marcus Rashford, but unable to find the extra finish that he was looking for. Santi Cazorla getting a little nod there, Grav. I know you'll be a fan of that.
I'm a happy man. What can I say?
Perez got quite a few play styles on him too.
Yes. I mean, he has the tiki-taka plus, but he does have the rest of them. Look at that pass coming in from Santi. No. The only thing that's lacking... Oh, this could be a great chance.
Has Cruyff got the legs to pull away?
Oh!
He's got the pass to Asni, to Zidane! Nathan SR, 3-1 he leads. With the perfect counter-attack.
You gotta be so precise to hit that pass from Cruyff to Zidane. Oh, you gotta be so precise. The aiming, of course, you need the incisive play style, but then your aiming and your power bar has to be just on point, and it was for him.
How important is it as well? Because there'll be a lot of people that are watching at home that will get into those scenarios, and you often just run on your own, and you think the player's going to outpace the defender. That's never normally the case. So just having the decision there, knowing that your player's not going to really gain any more on the defender to make that pass is so key.
It is key. It's all about timing. FC 26 is all about timing, and as you were mentioning, Brandon, I would probably went for a run with Cruyff, and probably my opponent would just take the ball. So you gotta be precise enough to hit that L1 button and then look for that pass.
What a pass that one could be. He's matched the save. Nacho won't be happy with that.
Nope.
As you can see, he is very animated.
Someone is asking on the chat, is this a rerun of yesterday? No, it's not. It's a whole different day of competition here at Barcelona.
Well, let's jump over to our game 2 over here. Nicholas still leading 5-3 as much as Andrew Domenech is trying to throw the kitchen sink at Nicholas. And he has still been able to keep at least a 2 or 3 goal lead. I was trying to think the other day, who do you reckon's got the most seasons in them at the Liga FC Pro as Nicholas makes it 6-3. I think Andrew Domenech, I swear he's got quite a lot of seasons behind him, hasn't he?
I mean, he's been here since 2020, I would say. But either way, I know the answer for that. Definitely, because I know as a player that has competed in every single year, and there's only one.
Wait, I've got it.
You have it.
Is it Daniel Aguilar?
No.
Wait, I'm not done.
Didn't compete in 2018.
Andoni?
No, he didn't compete in 2019. You have it. You have it. Should I just give you a hint?
Is it?
Should I give you?
Is it Raoni?
No. Should I give you a hint?
Go on.
He won the competition once.
Zidane.
Yes.
Ah!
Wow, what a pass.
Pass. Cruyff, not needed. Gareth Bale is the hero. Speaking of Daniel Aguilar. Well, there he is.
Somebody say Peixoto on the chat. No, Peixoto is just starting to compete in here for the first time.
Yeah, there's a chance he might even make it through as well.
Crucial goal for Daniel Aguilar. This is a crucial match for both of them because they're both on 3 points. So they're not only fighting for the top 8, but for the top 27 to qualify for the Cup.
Well, we saw Dayu lose his first 2 games yesterday. Oh my, he's done well there, hasn't he?
Yes.
5 billion coin, Johan Cruyff proving his price tag there.
That's the reason why you should be spending pretty much on your budget on Johan Cruyff. The left stick dribbling, the turn, and the low driven finish with the finesse. And for the people at home and at the chat that don't know how to score goals in those situations, it's fairly easy to hit the low driven finesse. You got to power up as a normal finesse with 3 bars approximately, and then if you press the circle button for the second time, you'll hit the low driven, and that's the best way to finish inside of the box. The low driven finesse.
Is it like a normal finesse shot but 10 times better?
Yes. It's a combination of both of them, so as you can imagine.
Chance to break away here now. It looks as if Chusita is going to pick up his first win.
Looks like it. Somebody's asking on the chat, is Anders Bergan playing this competition? No, he's not. Is he playing any league? I don't know.
He is. He's playing in the Italian league.
Oh. At Como, right? Yes. I knew that. As we just jump over to game 5, you can see FC Andorra, Nathan, the Brazilian player, confidently winning this match 5-2. He's just holding possession for a bit, and he'll get the 3 points. That will put him with 9 points.
Back on 9 points now, isn't it? We'll go back into our top 8 selection. Looking across the board, it is going to be a 7th goal, by the way, an added time for Neat over in his game. There's a goal back for Nacho, but unfortunately it won't mean too much. Nicholas is 10 minutes away from his 5th win of the tournament. That near enough we can confirm, Grav, that it's going to put him in the top 8, really, isn't it?
I mean, that's 15 points with just 1 game left, but I feel like he's going to go for the 18 points. He's not happy with just qualifying. He wants to crush every single opponent, and I feel like he is always looking for something else. He's won the title twice. He might look to be unbeaten for the whole season, regular season, cup and finals. We don't know. So we just have a look at the standings at the moment. There are 4 teams currently with no points. Almeria, Celta, and supposed to be Elche, but Elche is winning now. So as you can see, you have a look at the teams who are qualifying for the top 8.
Yago's in a situation, unfortunately.
Almeria,
no points on the board. Matías Banana's actually here as well. He's been in the tournament room. He's been helping Yago prepare for this tournament. They're actually here quite early today. He has got 3 games left to try and turn his fortunes around, Grav, but I mean, when you got 0 points on the board, it's not what you want. Full-time result there, Nathan S. up. Wins that game with a big 3 points. This is huge for Chusita, by the way. Speaking about a momentum shift for him, we know he was already brilliant yesterday. But he's taking now top of the league coming into today. I know Nicholas is there now. He's played an extra game. But he has done well to score 6 past the best defender in the tournament.
Great cross.
Here's a stat for you. He only conceded 7 goals yesterday. He's conceded 6 in 1 game.
Wow.
I think that tells you how good Chusita's been.
Indeed. And I did mention yesterday how I wasn't impressed with Chusita yesterday, with the way he was playing. And this is a great win, great result for him. 6-4 against Hugo Sanchez. Great result. As we just see On your screen, you can see on the left side, Chusita against Hugo Sanchez. On the right side, Adri Domenech and Nicolas. Elias Ale was asking us for Nico to be shown. And here you go. You ask, we give you.
Yeah, full-time result there. It is game over. Handshakes between the two players. Nicolas, 15 points from 15. He's played more games than anyone else.
He's got one, every single one of them.
And he's actually got quite a bit of time off, to be fair, until we see him again. And regardless of that, he is most definitely going to be our first name in the top 8. He's just a case of seeding for him now, where he might end up. Added time of 3 points. What a result this is for Chusita Gravison, by the way. Huge 3 points.
Huge 3 points. With this, we can definitely say that Chusita is qualified for the cup. No, and not finals, just the cup. And with 9 points out of 12, he should be on track.
What a ball.
To try to qualify for the finals as well with the top 8 result. Great win. Great win. This is what we expect from Chusita. Valfede, crack. Te veo, Valfede. As we just see the last kick of the game, probably. For, I don't know if he'll go to try to score another one. Nope. That's it.
Full-time result there, Chusita. Huge 3 points on the board for him, and I believe we've just got one game left. It is the Dayu game against Daniel Aguilar.
Well, with that goal, it seems like the result ends with a Daniel Aguilar win to be back on track.
It looks like Daniel Aguilar is going to have a very comfortable +3 goal lead in the game. 8-5, he is in front now.
And after losing 9-2 to Pollicris yesterday, he has to go for more goals. That's a -7 goal difference just in one game. So he needs to score more goals now. Even though he's happy with the win, I'm sure, he has to get at least a couple of goals back.
Bellingham. It's Nico Williams now. He wants a +4 goal difference to take up the table, which could really help him out by the end of play tonight. Wins a corner. That's the table right now. Grab on the left-hand side of your screen. That's your top 8 as it stands.
Look at Nico, come on. 6 points ahead of Eibar, Hugo Sanchez and Pollicris. He's just miles away from everyone, Brandon. Miles away. Incredible result.
Well, what we are starting to see now is where sort of 23rd, 24th is. It starting to become 4 points now, the minimum. Of course, there is still quite a few games to be played that will continue to shake up this table. Day looked electric at times when he's got in the box, and he's got Cruyff on the ball. Unfortunately for him, I mean, look now, yes, he's got 3 points, Grav. Yes, he's still got a couple of games left, but you're asking quite a lot, aren't you?
Yes, you are. Especially with the goal difference as well, and the games he's going to play. Wow. He's in a tough spot. He needs to get one win and a draw, I would say. The ball doesn't go in. He's not even lucky in these situations.
Well, his next game, I'll tell you what, Dave, you might not want to know this. His next game is in a few hours' time. He's going to be playing against Alberta, and I guess who he plays last? Neat. For a chance to get the top 24. Daniel Aguilar 9-5. Important goal difference for him to take into the table.
Yes, it is. And Iñaki Williams, the Nico Williams' brother, we've not seen him so far in this competition, with the low-driven finesse as well, to make it 9-5. Important win for the Spaniard. Wow.
I just turn around and I just look at the next match that we'll see in the next round of fixtures. Brandon, Alberto Vega against Poggi. That's a battle of two players that ended the Cash Cups on a top 25 position, both of them.
I've got a better one for you. Di Fernandez against Mark 11. Di Fernandez back again for a third season in the Liga FC Pro, but Mark 11, I think he might be the first Aussie to play here in Spain in the competition. Full-time result there, 9 goals to 5. And technically, that is our second round of matches concluded there. As we said, it's all unfolding here in Barcelona for the Liga FC Pro. By the end of play today, 24 teams will qualify for the Cup, and we will say goodbye to 13 players whose seasons might possibly end. They might end here. They can't qualify for the World Cup, they can't be in the Champions League, but there's a lot more to come.
It is, and especially from the guys at the desk. So Nicole should be able to bring it up. Nicole?
Hello, hey guys, nice one. Oh, an important win there for Danny Aguilar, wasn't it? You could see what it meant to him, Richard.
Yeah, needs points on the board at this point. If you're coming into today on 0, 1, 2 points from yesterday, it really is crunch time now, because you've only got 3 games left to play, and you need at least 6 from today to have any chance of going through top 24.
Yeah, we can have a look at some of the results here on the screen. What about Neat beating Nacho? Another important win for Neat to get some points on the board, Ryan.
Yeah, massive win as well. I'm looking at some of the other results there as well. Seeing Nathan Assar with a 5-2 win, that's massive for him. My opinion, actually, the match of the round would have been that Chusita game. For him to win that over Hugo Sanchez, that's a massive result.
Yeah.
It is indeed. I mean, we were talking about Hugo Sanchez a lot yesterday and earlier on today, and we can see the highlights from that one here. And we were saying how good Hugo Sanchez has been, and then Chusita goes and wins, which I think, look, we know how good Chusita is as well, but I think you would have been backing Hugo Sanchez. Oh,
I'm going to go no, just a simple fact. I think
always controversial, aren't you?
I don't know what. I don't even think it's that controversial.
No?
I just think sometimes players will have very good days, but it's the consistency. I've seen more consistent performances from Chusita. He finished top 4 at a recent Cash Cup. Finishing in these cash tournaments and the ladder tournaments online is almost as difficult as playing online with the level of competition that you're playing against game after game. So that, to me, it rings very hard, shall I say. So he weren't going to play that poorly for that long, Chusita, and this is a big win. I said him before we kicked off, I think he will finish in that top 8, and this gives him a massive 3 points on his journey to do so.
Yeah, Ryan, you could see how frustrated Hugo Sanchez was at points there, because he'll know that that's a big 3 points dropped for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with what Rich is saying as well, if that game was played yesterday,
Hugo Sanchez probably beats him.
Literally, it just shows how confidence can be a big thing, and especially he went 2-0 up and then getting brought back to 2-2 so quickly as well, and then maybe the confidence can get shot. It's a difficult result for him, but he's still in a pretty position. He's still got 9 points.
Oh, of course, but the man that is sitting pretty at the top of the table on 15 points is, of course, Nicholas the Iceman. Let's bring him in and chat to him. Nico, hello. So nice to see you.
Hello. How are you guys? How you doing,
we're really good. How are you, though? 5... Wait, is my maths right? Five. She can count. Well done. It's been a long day already, Nico. 5 wins from 5. You're sitting top 6 points clear at the moment. How are you feeling right now?
I'm okay. I think this is my job, you know. I mean, this is like what I have to do. I am defending champions, like I won this twice, so that's what I have to do.
Yeah, we saw you at the end of yesterday looking a little bit frustrated. You were chatting to your coach, and we were saying you've won all 3 of your games. You know, what were you thinking in that moment?
I mean, the meta right now with the game is a bit frustrated with team press and that stuff. Also, the AI in defense is frustrated because, I don't know, the people played just touch the D-pad and they defend like me, so I can show it, you know, and it's really frustrating because, I don't know, for example, Alfred Domenech, he was playing really good in the offense, but, you know, maybe the weakness is the defense, but with the D-pad, he's really good at offense and defense, and for me, you know, my key is the defense, but you know, it's hard, and that's really frustrating because I can't really show who I am, you know.
You've done so much. You're a two-time champion of this tournament. You've won the Cup. You've won 8 Champions Leagues. You've achieved so much. What still motivates you to come back? Because money, it's there. You're nearly $1 million in prize money. You're getting paid well. What motivates you to keep doing this?
World Championship.
Is that what it is?
I think, yeah, it is. I mean, World Championship is the main motivation. Obviously, with some session with my therapist, we are trying to don't look at a lot in World Championship because maybe there is some pressure extra for me. But yeah, I think World Championship, and also we are like, we want to win every time. So I think that's also one of the key.
Obviously, the aim is to win, as you said. Has there been anyone, whether it's in practice games or the tournament, other than the obvious names like Perez and stuff in this tournament, that's impressed you, or is everyone sort of the same?
For practice sessions for this tournament, I didn't lose a single game.
Oh,
so I mean, I was better than them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really like Flipperzito in the practice game. He was playing at least smart against me. Yeah, but you already know the names.
Yeah.
Fernandez, PH.
Yeah.
For example, Di Fernandez is my next matchup, my last one, and he's 3-3, I think, in wins. So yeah, at this. I don't know, you already know the names.
Yeah. That'll be a good game. We're going to let you go and get ready for that. But just a quick answer from you, Nicholas. Do you think you can go on and win it again this year?
I think so.
Yeah, fair play. Thank you so much. We're going to have a look at the standings now. Here we are. This is how it is looking.
Look
then.
at that gap.
Oh,
Healthy.
the Iceman. I mean, you know, that is why it's his nickname. He is cool, isn't he? Very
I have to
cool,
say,
collected.
I have to say, though, quite interesting there. Opening up, saying working with the therapist. Clearly, that World Championship, he's been grouped 3 times, I want to say, at Worlds, but everywhere else he seems flawless. So clearly there is something there that he's putting that extra pressure on himself, and he is struggling. I don't doubt that he will get to the finals of this tournament. He will get another World Championship spot through this tournament, but this clearly isn't the issue for him. He finds it very easy. He just said there, he expects to win. And I think if you asked us all now, we expect him to win.
Yeah.
So I think, really interesting there.
Yeah, well, it is important, isn't it, Ryan? The mental part of the game. And I think we're hearing players talk about it more and more now, which is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, with Nicholas, as you said, he's done it all. It's just that one step. And maybe this could be the year for him.
Maybe. Right, we're going to take a short break, but we'll see you on the other side.
My compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes don't last it long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your star, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you.
Welcome back to La Liga FC Pro. Richard Buckley alongside Gravison, and we've got some big games coming up. I sound extremely loud. I don't know if you can hear that, Grav. It sounds a little bit better now.
It does indeed.
We're kicking on with the tournament. We've got plenty more games coming your way. Players are filtering in behind us, and I'm very excited to see our next featured game on the main stage. Just see them right here. We've got Di Fernandez and Mark 11.
The main man, Di Fernandez.
Talk to me about this game, Grav.
Oh, it's curious because I woke up this morning with a text from Javi Villar, which is Falcon's coach, which is, of course, Mark's and Cultural Leonesa's coach. Have you seen Di Fernandez play? I said, I did see a match, but I wouldn't tell you how he played or something because it was an analysis kind of thing. I thought to myself, when are they playing? They're playing now. That makes sense.
Right away, yep. And we are joining the action with a goal. And it's fallen the way of Mark 11. 1-0 up inside the opening 3 minutes. Johan Cruyff, lovely feet, dribbling inside and powers it in at the near post.
Wow. Great goal.
Is it easy to say? So I say easy. I'll tell you what a finish that is. Driven pass right through the heart of the defence. And does rifle it in at the near post. Apologies if there was any audio there in the chat that you did hear coming through. Should all be sorted now.
Should be sorted.
Is this as easy as saying it's sort of fire versus ice, attack versus defence? Di Fernandez, a very cultured player. His defence is the thing, and he's controlling the game is what typically gets him over the line. Mark 11 scores a lot of goals, attacks very well. One of the best players with the right stick and creating those opportunities out of nothing.
I think, even though you're right, Di Fernandez has transformed himself into another kind of player, similar to Nico. We all knew Nico because of the way he defended, because of the way he held possession, because of his game management. But now we know Nico because he does that, but he attacks really well. So that's thought that cross coming. I think Di Fernandez is in a similar position. His game management is great. His defending is extraordinary. His manual pressing as well. But now he attacks really well.
Also, other games taking place right now across the board. We've got Yago in a must-win game. He's 0-3. He's taking on Jay Lyon as Johan Cruyff dancing into the box. Good save. We've got Alex. We've got Polly Chris up against Alberto. That game right there you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. Magician, someone we've not talked about at all, really, Grav. He's on 6 points coming into this round. He's taking on Kone. Javik is taking on Jetsu and Peixoto in a must-win game. If he's got any aspirations of finishing in the top 8, he's taking on the youngster, Santi Ram. All 6 of those games will bring you the best bits from them and keep you up to date with any stories that might be emerging.
As we just have a look at this match between Pollecris and Alberto Beca, Alberto needs a win if he wants to be fighting for not only that top 8 but that qualification in the top 27 for the cup as well. On the other side, Pollecris, who's unbeaten at the moment, as Richard was mentioning. Let's see if he's able to get the win. I just saw that player lock coming in from Gareth Bale. And now Valverde, who's trying to attack on a right back position that winter wildcard Valverde with a tiki-taka. It's an interesting choice for a right back, even though it's kind of expensive in a way. But if you want your right back to be strong, to be good on the ball, Valverde is a great choice.
Yeah, he certainly is. We've seen quite a few different fullbacks. Camavinga was one as well that we saw emerging. Quite versatile as well, can play numerous different positions across the pitch. I think this year, more so than last year, and especially when we've done this tournament in previous years of the game, Gravison, there's been remember when we were a draft system, a lot of the teams are exactly the same. You pick R9, I pick Cruyff and Ronaldinho, you pick Eto'o, for example, we go on. Whereas now, there is quite a lot of versatility in the teams. Yes, there's players that are guaranteed to be in there. That one right there on the ball, Lamine Yamal, who finds the top corner. But for a lot of these players, variety in teams is quite necessary.
It is, definitely is. I thought the draft system that we had back in 18-19 was really good, but then when it went on and on with the 20, 21, 22, and we had loads of different items and versions, kind of got stuck in a way. So I do love this new system, not only because of the player selection that we get, Richard, but because of the promo selection. So, for example, Lamine Yamal, you have the Champions League brought to a knockouts item, but you have the Team of the Year one as well. What item do you prefer? Do you prefer to have it more of a finisher with better shooting playstyles? Do you prefer it to be on a passing playstyles?
Yeah, and we've also seen players even played out of position as well. Yamal played up front as a striker. Xavi I saw as a central striker because of the playstyles that he possesses. We'll jump on board here with Santi Ram and Peixoto, Real Valladolid versus Edi Shueta. And it is Eljar Peixoto finding another goal and putting himself 3 goals to 1 up here. A must win game for Eljar Peixoto. If he's got any hopes of pushing even closer to top 8, but even qualifying top 24.
yeah. Even qualifying for that top 24, it's going to be a difficult one for him if he doesn't get the win.
As we jump back to Di Fernandez and Mark 11, that's an interesting strike at the near post.
Yes, it is.
2-2 here. We pick up this matchup, floated into the back post. Let us know if you've got any questions in the chat as well for our very own Gravison. This was the goal that gave Di Fernandez the level playing field as it stands right now. A 2019 La Liga champion.
Hello.
And obviously content creator and former pro player. If you've got any questions on the game, get them in the chat for Grav. And we will answer the very best we can. Jude Bellingham, who's a stalwart in all of these squads. Little feed into Pedri there, and now we're seeing the expensive 5 million coin man Johan Cruyff trying to make his mark. How many points does Mark 11 have coming to this game? It's his first game of the day today, and he currently sits on 6 points. Di Fernandez 7, as Di Fernandez comes through on goal and smashes it in at the near post. shows how ruthless and how quick this game can transition.
The Fernandez, who might be on his way to battle for that spot with Nico up front. As we just jump over to Kone's match, Kone playing against Magician. They both need to get a win if they want to. I'll
tell you what, a lovely finish there. Inside the blocks, finds the far corner. Magician, like I said, someone that we've not seen a lot from, but he did finish yesterday in a pretty decent position. He was on 6 points. He was just on the cusp of the top 8. This is his first game today that we've seen him play. His other 2 matches that we are going to see from him, obviously in round 5 and round 6, he plays Neat, which will be a tough match for him. And then in round 6, the man representing CD Castellon does go into action once again. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on.
Let's see how he plays. As we just have a look at the game of your right side of your screen, Pollequíris against Alberto Beca. It's 3-3 at the moment. They are both attacking really well. And we have to remind people at home, Alberto Beca needs a win to fight for that top 24 result. Pollequíris still unbeaten with 9 points out of 9.
Surprised by that, Grav? With Pollequíris doing what he's doing?
Not really. Last year he played really well, beating Auburn once and drawing another match against him in the regular season. So he did play really good, and as Ryan was mentioning, he's in the top 20 on the cash cups on the U West, so not surprised at all. As we just see replay.
That final game, by the way, for the Magician, I know people at home are wondering, it will be up against Celta.
Oof. So, and Donny needs a win as well.
Yeah,
so that
absolutely does.
That'll be a tough one. As we just see Gareth Bale saved by Alex Remiro.
Corner drifted in towards the back post. Get that one in your repertoire if you are watching, because its success rate is simply too good to miss. Back post, header down, not even need a player lock, and a finish at the front post. MVP on the pitch, Robert Perez, once again. Right place at the right time.
And he's only 100k. I'm gonna have a look, because I've been trying Perez because I did back him as an untradeable. I'm curious to see if he has a lengthy post, because he is really quick and he has 90 pace, which is not a lot. So let me just have a look. He indeed has 90 pace, and he does have the controlled accelerate. Not sure if you were able to put him on Hunter. He is still controlled, so I don't know why he's that quick.
Well, that's the table as it stands right now. 15 points is where Nicholas finds himself, but he has played the most games out of everyone. Could be a chance here. Nice build up around the corner, low driven once again. Jude Bellingham with a fantastic finish. And you don't want to be down there, do you, Graf? 35, 36, 37 with only a couple of games left to play. It's a real desperate situation.
I don't know how you're able to make a comeback from this. I mean, especially when it's, even though it's just a goal, it seems like you're always behind, and especially if you find yourself in a situation, as you were mentioning, in which you need a win and you're always behind. It's so tough mentally, as we just see a replay from Mark against Di Fernandez.
Yeah, this was 4-3. That's how it is right now as we're about to go into half-time. Yago taking on Jay Lyon. Yago winning 4-3. That will be his first 3 points on the board and would put him in with a chance of progressing through.
Wow.
Close control there from Di Fernandez. Lovely first touch out of his feet. Maybe a little bit fortunate.
It is. It was fortunate. But the main man again, Emilio Butragueño. We just see a replay. That first touch coming in from Emilio Butragueño, from the Real Madrid icon up front. And as you can see now, he was lucky with the way he's controlling. But now you can see that Trivela from Emilio Butragueño to make it 5-3. I'm sure there's someone on the building that enjoyed that Trivela, and that's Ryan Pessoa.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing Ryan's update very shortly indeed. And he's been keeping an eye on this matchup between Magician and Kone. Great stance right now. There's just been another goal there in this one. Albacete and Liganos 4-4. That's Polychris and Alberto where we just left it. Once again, Robert Perez in a celebration. 5-2. CD Castellón leading. It's not been a great day at all, has it?
No.
For Kone?
No, not at all. It all started with a win yesterday against Andoni, but from then on, he's struggling. As we just have a look at Almeria against Levante. That's Yago against Jay Lyon. Yago needs a win, Richard, and he's getting it.
Yeah, he certainly does. I actually saw him after his loss against Nicholas just earlier today. He looked really, really disappointed. He had his hood up. He was walking out of the venue. Matias Bonanno was accompanying him, but he looked like he was going to get 0 points today. But he's turning it around.
It's not only losing against Nico, he didn't score a goal.
The fashion of the performance wasn't good. Talk about a performance that's good. Elja Peixoto 7-2 up.
He needed the win, especially after losing on that last kick of the game prior to this. Makes it 7-3. Santi Ram, who used to play for Team Hullet back in the days when he was 14, 15 years old. So it's his first time competing here at La Liga FC Pro. He's still young. I think he's 17 now. And he's struggling against the Frenchman.
Yeah, it's a learning process, right? For players. Sometimes you have to come to an event like this, come to a LAN environment and lose to learn.
As we just jump over to game one between Di Fernandez and Mark 11. Di Fernandez is still leading 5-4. We got a goal back from Mark, but definitely agree with you, Rich. It's so hard to just be used to competing at your home for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever. And then you get here, it's the cameras, it's the lighting, it's the sound, it's your opponent, it's us. You gotta listen to us. I know it's sometimes it's tough listening to Graf and Rich, but you gotta make the most of it.
Back on board here with our featured match of the round. Mark 11 and Di Fernandez. 5-4. The Portuguese star leads, but the Aussie is knocking on that door.
Wow, great goal by Johan Cruyff. That first touch combined with the rapid playstyle. Again, Mark is able to make a comeback and score the 5th goal of the match so far from him. Look at the first touch. And again, the rapid playstyle that you should be looking out for on your attackers. 5-5. Claudio Giraldez celebrating. Claudio Giraldez, the Real Celta manager. I'm sure his coach is happy with it. As we just see now, Cadiz building up the base from the back.
Yeah, a really, really good game here. Just going to see this chance coming in here. We mentioned our very own Ryan Pessoa out and about. And I know he's got his eyes on one game in particular. That was Kone and the Magician. Is the Magician playing a trick on Kone? What's happening, Ryan? I think we're struggling to get Ryan at the moment.
We'll be able to have a chat with Ryan in just a second when we have our audio fixed in just a second.
We will be getting from Ryan Pessoa in a second for that matchup, but while we're there, 4-4 and 5-5. Draws everywhere at the moment. The action is picking up.
Draws galore. A fault coming in from Polly Chris. He's getting a draw. Oh, look at Mark. No, I don't know where to look at the screen. Is it to the left, to the right? Because anything can happen. Look at Di Fernandez with the counter-attack. Emilio Butragueño looking up for those passes. Now twisting, turning. Pedri, team of the reversion. Is going to look for that pass into a striker. He does. Perez is not offside. Is this going to be it, Rich?
I think it very well could be. Not quite. Well, we were trying to catch Ryan Pessoa earlier today. Ryan, I said his Magician got a trick. It's an absolute treat to hear from you. Ryan Pessoa, what's happening?
Am I in? Can you hear me?
You're in.
I'm in. Okay. The Magician has been flying in that game. It's now 5-3. So there was a goal back in the game, but some of the goals were unbelievable. Kone took a very hefty pause. Paused it, waited the full duration during half-time. Grav, I don't know, is he in his own head?
Probably. I mean, when you take those pauses and you're breathing, drinking water, you're suffering. Do you think Magician could be top 8 material, right?
You know what? Some of the goals he was scoring were unbelievable. And defensively was really good. You can see the patterns of play going forward. Somebody who I would have definitely overlooked, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's the same for you as well, Rich and Grav, but he's flying under the radar really well. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing how he kicks on in this. Right now, 5-3 up against Kone still. And I don't think there's too long left to play in that one. Thank you very much, Ryan. We will catch up with you very shortly indeed. Surprise package of the La Liga FC Pro so far, the Magician?
We could say that, yeah. Especially because he's flying under the radar. We haven't talked about him that much. And I would like to see those replays after the game on the analyst desk with Nicole. Because if Ryan says those goals were crazy good, I'm sure he's right.
Just heard a huge reaction. And I mean huge reaction. And there's another reaction from behind us right now, where we are on the commentary desk, because Alberto, VK and Polly Chris are going head-to-head. And it's a very, very tightly contested affair.
It was the corner kick, which is frustrating, because even you can do things right and still concede. I don't think Boye did anything wrong in this clip, but he still conceded, so you can see the frustration coming in from him. And Robert Perez with a hat-trick this match.
That huge reaction, by the way, came from Iago. 3-2 up now. He leads. It is must-win FC for Iago right now. What a save that is. That's why he got footwork plus. But it was offside. Should we go back? Let's go back to Di Fernandez and Mark 11 if we can, because that game, perfect timing. 6-5 to Mark 11.
The far reach gets activated on Jano Black. And now Di Fernandez is going to push. He knows he at least has to get out of this with a draw.
Well, he would be. He's unbeaten so far, Di Fernandez. But even a draw doesn't put him in a great scenario. He'd be on 8, I believe. So it's going well, but it could be better.
It could be better.
For Mark 11, he'd be on 9 points out of 12.
sure Mark will just comfortably keep the ball for a while now, especially with Coach Javi just beside him. Look at Rashford crushing on the wing. Beckham gets the ball. Wow, incredible football from the Aussie. What a goal, Richard.
And that will be Di Fernandez's unbeaten streak snapping. 3 wins is where he would find himself. It'd be Mark 11 going up to 9 points. Both players on 9 points if the result sticks as it is. Mark 11, he's not been a player that we've talked about. It's very early in the entire tournament. But he could be a potential winner of this La Liga FC Pro.
Definitely. Especially when you have a player from just so far away and he gets here and he performs, which is not something that we usually see from the foreigners. They usually struggle the first week, first 2 weeks maybe, but he's not. So we could definitely see him with an ECL spot. Has he played in the ECL? Don't think so.
No, I don't believe so. Obviously, we saw him last year at the E-Premier League alongside Stingray. Kone, what's been going wrong here?
I don't know. I feel like he's too passive when he's attacking. He's not taking risks. Something that he's done throughout his whole career, but sometimes the game asks you for game management, and sometimes it tells you to look for those transitions, and when those transitions are needed, Kone usually struggles. It's tough because he started the competition with a win against Andoni, but apart from that, we've not seen anything from him.
Lovely through ball there as well to bring Williams into play. Went for the Travella around the goalkeeper. The Magician. We kicked off this journey in Barcelona yesterday. He wouldn't have been one of those players that was spoken about as a potential top 8, but you have to pay attention to the Frenchman because his performances are making it so.
Yes. And the level of competition has been good for him. He's not playing against the bottom of the table.
He's getting good wins, he's getting confidence, and he's playing very, very well. Almeria, Yago, 6-2 up. He's pulled away. 3 points on the board for Yago, and still an opportunity for him. If he wins out and wins all his games, he could find himself in that top 24. As for Mark 11, he will find himself on 9 points.
Wow.
Alongside Di Fernandez.
It seems like the unbeaten players are not unbeaten anymore. Not only Di Fernandez, but it seems like Boye Chris might get his first loss of the day so far. Or maybe not.
Not quite yet. Di Fernandez getting one back. 7-6 now with round about 3 minutes left to play. You mentioned Polly Chris. We're jumping into that game right now. 7-4. Alberto VK. A player, I said right at the start of yesterday, I actually predicted him to go and beat Oberon.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good player.
I didn't know if it was you or Ryan, the one talking about Alberto VK. He is really good. Last year he was unlucky because he ended up on the group of death with Dani Aguilar, with Chusita, and with Emre Yilmaz. And he was fairly close to qualify. He was just 1 game away against Chusita, qualifying for the finals. But I'm sure he's learned from the experience last year and he's playing really well at the moment.
Yeah, he certainly is. And when you have some of those online performances in the cups and in the ladders go well for you and you can get a positive result out of those, it really does give you a lot of self-belief.
It does. Definitely does. In my experience, when I was at my highest level, it was when I keep getting good results online.
Yeah.
Because it feels like if you're getting good results online, when you get to the line environment, you'll probably play even better. And it's all about confidence, esports and FC.
Well, we have just had a full-time result there. And we're very close to a full-time result here. But I've commentated a lot over these last 24 hours of injury time goals, injury time equalisers, late winners. Will we have more drama on the main stage? It's Di Fernandez trying to do it. It's Mark 11 trying to batten down the hatches and hold on to these 3 points.
Oof. Nope.
89 minutes on the clock. We had 13 goals earlier today, and it was a +3 minutes.
Get the ball back.
This is where the drama starts. It's only 2. It has to be perfect for Di Fernandez. Robert Perez out wide. Driving into the box. There's Jude. There's Pedri. What can Mark defend here? What can Di Fernandez cook up? Technical dribbling, little player look fake, finds the pass, Xavi with the goal! These games are not over until you hear that full-time whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, another injury time dagger.
A masterclass of knowing how to attack the team press. You gotta be patient, you gotta look for the passes, and you gotta activate those player locks. The player lock came in from Pedri to Xavi Hernandez, which is an interesting choice for a striker, but sometimes it works out well. And you can see the control with the first touch, silver play style, and it's a left foot finish. Di Fernandez, Portuguese player, still unbeaten.
10 points. Di Fernandez will find himself on Mark 11 on 7. And another 7-7 draw. This shouldn't be common. These shouldn't be common. And they are.
Another one indeed.
And look at that.
If I'm Mark, I would be so frustrated with myself and with the way it went. He was 7-5 up with 10 minutes left to play. And you feel, because it was the last kick of the game, he was holding possession, and he could have still tried to hold the ball and not look for the pass to make it 8-7, but he went for one.
I'm just, you can just see right there in between us, Mark 11 in his seat, still sat, obviously so disappointed that that's not 3 points going his way. How can he pick himself back up? He's on 7 right now. Di Fernandez will be on 10. But you look at that game, you look at how it's transpired. He's thinking he's won that game.
It's one of those matches in which you're thinking, if I win this, I make it into the top 8. And after drawing, and especially a draw so devastating this, maybe Nicole, Ryan, Brandon, you won't be able to do it.
Oh, Ryan's shaking his head. We're hearing screams. I don't even know who that's from. Ryan, can you see?
I think it's Javik of Mallorca.
Wow. It's a loud, that's a roar.
I know, it really carried his voice, didn't it? Brandon, some big games, some frustrating, disappointing results for some of the players. I mean, Mark, I'm trying to keep up to date with everything because there's a lot happening at the same time. The table keeps changing as you'd expect. So it is quite chaotic, isn't it, the new format? But we love to see it, Brandon. We can have a look at the results from this round.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a couple of shocks in there. One of them being we've seen, Jager win his first game of the whole competition.
Yeah.
We've seen Poli Chris, who was unbelievable. Yes, they lose his first game. But I think the common thing we've seen, Ryan, is players throwing away points in the last minute, the last couple of minutes of the game. I mean, through your lenses, where's that going wrong?
That Mark one is disappointing because it just feels familiar in a sense of some players that do it. I used to do it as well. Sometimes where you're so front foot, you want to score a goal. Sometimes you just have to resort to game management, which he did all the way up until the final point. Him player locking to try and score 90th minute is the worst possible thing, because if you lose possession like you did against somebody like Di Fernandez, you're going to get punished.
It's unsurprising that the highlights that we are looking at is from this featured game from Mark and Di Fernandez. Oh, I mean, how frustrating will that feel for Mark, where he has just thrown away the lead? And we should say that Di Fernandez is absolute quality, But still, it seemed like Mark was comfortably-ish going to win, and then now he's just dropped points.
I mean, look, yesterday he was just hanging in the top 8, I believe, wasn't he? And with how certain results have gone and people dropping points like Hugo Sanchez and Chusita coming into the top 8, he could have made his life a lot easier with a win there. I mean, that 2-point swing now is going to really change the table. And I mean, look, he will not want to sit there and watch these replays back, because he knows more than anyone he should not have thrown that away.
There was one of the goals, I can't, there were so many. I think it was this one or the next. One of them, no, it's the next goal. It's the next goal, I'm pretty sure. Unbelievable. Unbelievable bit of build-up play. Probably one of my favourite goals in terms of just a quick, snappy passing. That first touch, finish is unbelievable. But
like a pass, wasn't it?
Perfect from Jude Bellingham. It just felt as if, surely not, there's no way Fernandez will come back into the game. But then Mark he will look back and it will eat him alive. If he misses out on the top 8, he won't be able to forgive himself, I think.
Well, so what does he do now? Because there must be a lot going through his head. He'll be very frustrated. How does he get his head in the game for the next one?
You just have to move on, because Fernandez isn't an easy opponent. He kind of would have been one where you thought it's possible to drop points. He can still get the top 8. If he wins both of the games, that'll put him on 13 points. It's possible. It might be out of his hands, so it's a difficult one.
The pressure is on. We can see the highlights now from this one. Holly Chris versus Alberto. Brandon, I'll come to you first, but Ryan, I know that you're a fan of Alberto, but Brandon, Holly Chris, someone we spoke a lot about yesterday. We were chatting about him earlier on today. We were saying how good he was. We spoke to him yesterday, actually, and he was feeling confident. And then what happened here? I'm
not quite sure. Him and Hugo Sanchez were unbelievable yesterday. I mean, as we said, out of the Spaniards that have been playing here year after year, they were superb. Both 9 points from 9, very much first and second in the table. Then Nicholas came back today and has won pretty much every game he's played. But are we about to see the table starting to move around a little bit now, and a chance, is there an opening potentially for teams to come in? I mean, that's the table as it stands now. I mean, most players have played 4 games. I mean, Tuga must be smiling, right?
Literally.
He's played 1 game less than pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
And he's on 9 points, and he's looking very comfortable in that top 8.
Yeah, lots of dropped points from the players that we had high hopes for coming into today, Brandon, like you were saying, because of what they did yesterday. So the likes of Tuga, I mean, he'll be very excited indeed, but also so will Nicholas, because he's looking at that. He's just watched that round of games and he's like sipping his cup of tea.
He doesn't even need to pick up the controller, does he?
Nicholas is done.
Don't turn up for the last game.
It's against Fernandez as well.
No, please do turn up.
I think for him as well, he's got an opportunity where he could maybe make Fernandez not get into that top 8. He could sort of push him out, because obviously when you're Nicholas, you want to make sure the best players are nowhere near you. So he's got that opportunity as well in the final round for him.
Do you think he'll think about that at all, about where he finishes in that top 8?
Nah.
Because technically, if he finishes first, he is still getting a better game.
Technically, but then it's... When you're at that stage, everyone there is good anyway. So it's like you're going to get a tough game regardless.
You will indeed. All right, let's head over to Gravison. Hello, Grav.
Nicole, how are you? I'm doing good.
Great, how are you?
Oh, we can chat. This is great. We're going to chat about this goal, one of the goals of the tournament so far, especially because PH was in a tough situation. We all thought he was going to win, but he wasn't able to do it, because if we just have a look at this first clip, not the PH1, the PH1 will be the second one. This is how to take a free kick 101. Basically, what you'll do is, as you can see, if you are T. Sanchez and you have Gareth Bale, who has probably 90-something shot power, so you know it's going to fly in. If you just change the direction with your right stick, in which it says lado del pie externo y con efecto, as you can see, if we just take a normal shot, it's going to go in. We just see the clip. It doesn't matter if it's 4, 5, however people at the barrier is going to still go in. You can see that goal from David Sanchez, which was a crazy one. But the one that I wanted to break down was the second one, that game between PH Sin and Ika Monte, because if we just jump over to this clip, you can see how this is a tough situation for Ika Monte, because as you can see, first thing that we have to take a look at is the time. We have only 30 seconds left, and in this instance you can see how Pedri with incisive is going to look for this possible pass into Gareth Bale. If Gareth Bale is able to control, it's going to be an easy goal for him. So he has to think, Ika Monte, should I player switch into Carreras and try to take the ball back, or should I just go for the tackle? What does he do? A crazy tackle, he gets the ball back. And now, as you can see, there's something that really punishes PH. That's the back line. It's not straight because Militao is not where he should be. He should have been there. So, as you can see, this is so quick. This happens in just a flick of a second, but Ika Monte realizes this. So the offside trap comes in, but as you can see, as Militao is trying to hold that Lamine Yamal run, our defensive line is a complete mess. As you can see, that pass can come in from Pedri on an incisive one, and if we just play it, you can see how this is a perfect situation for him, because this is an easy one. You can either go this way, work up an angle and go for a finesse, or you could easily just pass the ball to Lamine Yamal. He does the second one, it's an easy cross, and Lamine Yamal scores one of the goals of the tournament for Ika Monte. Brandon, Ryan, take us home with the next round of fixtures. I don't think we'll see another crazy goal as this one. Ika Monte, beautiful FC.
Nearly as good as you, Grav, when you won this competition a few years ago. I mean, look, we are very much underway here in the Liga FC Pro group stages. Brandon Smith and Ryan Pessoa guiding you through our next round of games. I mean, this is the table mover now, isn't it, Ryan? Top 8 is so important for these players today. You get a top 8, you book yourself a spot in the finals. You make your life so much easier when you come back for the cup. Pressure's off your shoulders. But for PH Zidane now, who I think's sitting back in the seat, he needs to win to get himself back up there.
Yeah, and I feel like for somebody like Peter Zidane, he will have the standards and the expectation behind him, and also everybody else in the competition would have expected Peter Zidane to be amongst the top 8 regardless. Yeah. Even on his worst day, they would think, you know what, he's still capable of it. It's not as easy as he would have made out, like Nicholas has made it. Nicholas has been cruising.
Absolutely. Nicholas, if you haven't heard, is 15 points from 15 at the moment. You'll be happy to know our featured game this round features Flipperzito against Zidane. We have got 6 games taking place in this round. Marin taking on Hidalgo, C. Raquelme, Danny, Navarrete, Andoni PMPH in, JRG 15, Tuga, Rouhani taking on Oberon. And I mean, look, Flipperzito, Ryan, is a player to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah, one of my favourite players, you know, which would be a shock to many, but I really enjoy watching Flipperzito, not only for the gameplay, but the antics outside of it. He's not afraid to celebrate. He backs himself. I spoke to him earlier, and he asked me if I think there'll be a repeat of last year, where he ended up on 0 points after day one, and then the return match day, he managed to get those points to get into the next stage. He could do it again, and there's an important game right here ahead of him against somebody who's done it and won it before.
Yeah, the hard part is who stands next to him is a player who, Gravison was telling me earlier, has played in every single edition of La Liga FC Pro, all the way back, I think, from potentially 2017 onwards. Obviously, Gravison, who we know very well, won it in 2019. Zidane did the double with Deportivo Alvarez, I think roughly in about 2020, 2021. He did the double there, won the cup and he won the league. And still, this many years on, Ryan, he's here. He's still competing.
He's a model professional. He's somebody we saw in the bites and the videos yesterday. He was saying that this could be his last tournament, little swan song for him to end potentially his era in the La Liga FC Pro on a high. But it's not been the dream for him so far.
Absolutely. Well, look, let's hear a little bit more about Flipperzito, because we have been loving his story in the Liga FC Pro. This is what he had to say.
Mi nombre es Raúl, me conoce todo el mundo como Flipperzito y soy jugador del Getafe Club de Fútbol. A mí no me vale nada que no sea el top 1, porque si pensase que me vale el top 2, posiblemente no me clasificaría ni a la Cup. Mi carrera de momento está siendo, creo que muy buena a nivel nacional, y creo que todos los años estoy entre los mejores jugadores de España, sino que ahora pues toca dar un pasito más. A mí llegar a unas finales o a la Cup después de estos años a mí ya no me motiva, o sea, a mí solo me hace ilusión ganar la Liga, y obvio no es por el dinero, es por el legado. 100% que este año la levantamos, estoy seguro.
Well, he's one of the most entertaining pros, isn't he, Flipperzito? Always with a smile on his face, regardless of the result. I mean, he was celebrating draws yesterday, or near draws. He only got 1 point we saw yesterday.
Yeah, he should be on 2 points. That game against LGR, to concede late on as he did, especially because he scored in the 90th minute and then conceded straight after from kickoff. He can win this game. Zidane, of course, needs to perform as well for his standards. We're moments away from kickoff, but Flipperzito believes. And then when I spoke to Nicholas as well, I asked him a question about players that sort of have impressed him in terms of performances this year, outside of the obvious, the P8 Zidane, etc. And he said Flipperzito. Said he was very intelligent with the way he played the game.
Well, I mean, Ryan, I'm sure we will have our opinion on yesterday. You get an equaliser against Leandro Peixoto, you celebrate big on main stage.
Rightly so.
And then...
yeah, then you get hit for it.
And then you get hit for it, and you get it served straight back to you on a plate. Again, that was yesterday, though. Today is a very different day here in LALIGA FC Pro. This is our featured game, Flipperzito versus Zidane. Our very own Richard Buckley will be on the ground updating us from a few of the other matches, I believe. JRG 15 against Tuga's game. That's Tuga's first game back here on day 2. Who was perfect, by the way. Currently sits in the top 8, Tuga. 9 points from 9.
Chilling.
And we spoke to him yesterday. He just said, look, I'm enjoying it at the moment. I'm enjoying my FC, and it's clear to see.
I've said it about 10 times. I'm telling you, Tuga, for me, it's the best he's been in quite a number of years. Like, not just, obviously, he backs himself mentally, but gameplay-wise, I think it's the most he's adapted, because not only defensively he's one of the best in the world, but offensively he's been showing the capabilities to hang about with some of those players who have been scoring, 5 goals a game, 6, 7, 8 goals. He's up there as well as one of the top scorers.
Tuga, so impressive yesterday when we saw him in action. Speaking of Tuga, there he is. So it's taken him 5 minutes to get going in day 2.
One thing I've noticed as well with Tuga, from the games we've seen him on the broadcast, he seems to score within those opening 5 minutes almost every game. It's very consistent, and it tends to be a finesse shot, whether it's from Nico Williams or Yamal. It's helped break the deadlock in this game against somebody that would come into this game on a high after his comeback in the previous round for JRG.
We are going to leave this game because this is Richard Buckley's game. I don't want to step on his toes.
Yep.
He's going to give us the updates from it. One update we already do know is that Tuga scored in just 3 minutes. I mean, it's not phased him that what he's getting on the 6 now at just after 5 p.m. local time here in Barcelona. Most of the players arrived just about midday time just to set themselves up here for day 2. Get some early practice games in. If you are joining us on Twitch or YouTube as well, we can see the chat in front of us.
Keep an eye out as well. That Perez run from Flipperzito, you'll see it very, very frequently. He sort of builds up and sets his attacks based around those through balls to him.
Yamal bundled off the ball there. No foul in sight. It was a fair tackle, says the referee. Interesting how Obron gets on as well. Haven't seen him yet in day 2. He's playing against Rowney. And I've got to say, a game that we must have a look at is not Hidalgo Marin. Of course, we'll still keep you up to date with that game. Marin currently leading. And the other one for me is Andoni. He's on 0 points at the moment, Ryan. Bit of a veteran when it comes to the Liga FC Pro. He's taking on P8 Zidane. That one over in game 4. If we can get a little look at that at some point, I would love to see that game in action.
Yeah, that's not a game you want to rock up into when you're on 0 points. It's a tough one to start the day off for him. You can see Flipperzito building, goes for the low-driven finesse, and the keeper just about saves it.
It's hard to know where to look because Marin has just scored over in that game against Hidalgo. And Flipperzito is already in the referee's book over here on the left-hand side. Jude Bellingham with quite an unnecessary tackle there on Iniesta. Well, game 4, we mentioned it, Ryan. This is the game. It is had a goal already. P8 Zidane, who's just come off the back of a loss, by the way, in his last game, will be desperate to get some points on the board. This will be his 4th game. And when he's looking around and seeing, of course, Nathan Essar having the performances that he had yesterday, he'll be willing to match up the level of not just that, he's the former pro of Real Sporting. I mean, it was Resende last year, wasn't it? Resende got to the grand final. He got his World Championship spot from this league. He's now playing in the Dutch Eredivisie.
Find it interesting to watch as well with how intense team press is when defending. We'll see a goal, though. This was the opening one for Zidane. You can see quite fortunate, but then manages to get the scoop and the finesse shot from Rashford to go 1-0 up within the opening 10 minutes. But team press defensively helps out so much for some of these players. Nicholas said it as well on the desk, how it just makes it very difficult to break some players down. Zidane arrows goal number 2 into the top corner.
Hey, look, we've seen him before, though, in these situations, Ryan, where he might have had 3 or 4 goals up in the game. Why do you think for some of those international players that have come in that have got huge names, huge CVs, that they just come and hinge maybe against, in the nicest possible way to say it, potentially a 200-300 in the world ranked player from Spain? Is that because they just don't have the same pressure that maybe they're putting on themselves? Or
also, yeah, there is that as a factor, but I'd say the main thing is that when, let's say, a Spanish player in a domestic league and they see somebody else coming in that's a big name from abroad, you want to make a statement. You sort of up your level in a way to make sure that you win that game. Yes, it's not as easy as that, but I think that's one of the main factors, in my opinion anyway, as well as what you said, the pressure on the shoulders of Zidane would be way higher than a lot of the other players that are not necessarily that have the same accolades as he does. Let's go over to our main featured game, though. There was a goal in favour of Zidane.
Well, a great example is Flipperzito, for example, and Zidane. I mean, here's a stat for you. Guess where Flipperzito's ranked in the world?
Ooh, he doesn't play. I don't know. I actually don't know. Do you actually want me to take a guess?
Let's have a guess.
465.
357th in the world. Guess where Zidane's ranked?
Ooh, 195.
358.
Okay, never mind. Right, I'm miles off it.
They are next door to each other on the world rankings. It's Flipperzito ties up the game. Yeah, so just to confirm, Flipperzito 357th, Zidane 358th.
Yeah,
they are next door to each other on the global world rankings. Of course, those are the FC Pro World rankings. Anders Vergaan currently #1 in the world there. It's always good to have a little look at that and just see who's been having a good season, a good previous season. There is one big difference between the two of them, though. That's Zidane's won $200,000 more than Flipperzito. Most of that coming from this league, the LALIGA FC Pro. Well, of course, he did the Cup and the league in the same season just a few years ago now.
See on the right of the screen.
We didn't speak much about Oberon, did we? Yeah. How's he getting on, Ryan? All I'm seeing is 3-0.
Cruising. It's poor Roundy, you know. His matchmaking, he's really drawn the short straw. The players that he's played, I honestly feel for him. He started the day off yesterday against Nicholas. He's had so many tough games. It doesn't even get easier for him as well. It's very,
he's played Nicholas. He's played Nathan Essar. After that,
there was another.
He's played P8 Zin.
Yeah, and then there is. I'm pretty certain he's got to play either Fernandez or Zidane after that. After this game, I think it's all I know is that every single game out of those 6,
he's played Zidane after.
Yeah,
that is absolutely ridiculous. Again, just for clarity, all the matches were pulled at random. It wasn't done on world rankings or seedings of that.
I'd be sending an email complaining. I want a redraw.
I mean, that is a really unfortunate draw, isn't it, for Rowney? I mean, if there's a way you are going to qualify for the Cup, though, Ryan, and you get past all of those big names, speak about a bit of the confidence booster. Back to this one now.
Does really well. It's a tiny detail, but switching over to Perez, it's like a split second just so that you catch him in the stride. It helped a lot there to stop that through ball.
Just looking here, a win here for PAG, and we'll move him up the table ever so slightly. It currently stands. A win here will put him just inside potentially the top 10, not a top 8 exactly. He'd also have 2 more games left to be played. Every pro player playing 6 games here in total. We will be saying goodbye to 13 of them. See Raquelme against Danny Navarrete. I haven't really spoken too much about that game.
Yeah, Danny Navarrete's had a dreadful game yesterday. I think he is at rock bottom as it stands as well, on 0 points. See Raquelme, who'll be a huge 3 points if you can see that out for Danny. I think he has to win that game to keep his dream alive. This is the live standings. You can see the results as they stand at the bottom of your screen.
Speaking of Danny Navarrete, Ryan, he's the lowest goal scorer in the competition. He scored 5. He's conceded 24 goals, plus the...
I thought it was more than that.
Plus the 2 goals he's just conceded now as well. So 26 goals he's conceded. He also did come off the back of a 10-1 defeat.
Yeah, drubbing.
Against Hugo Sanchez, who has also been on fine form, but he also did come unstuck in his last round of games. We will stay with this one until half-time, though. Added time of just a minute as PAG is looking to unlock the door of someone else who's not had a pretty tournament, to say the least. Celta Vigo currently rock bottom of the table.
Has he got worse goal difference?
No, so technically he isn't actually rock bottom of the table. He is bottom, in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
But he's being saved because
the goal difference.
Danny Navarrete's goal difference is about
yeah.
minus 21 to his minus 8. As we jump over here, right, Zidane has scored twice. He's 2-up in this game. Here comes Flipperzito now, faking a little play a lot there. There's the creative run that follows with it. Williams, Pedri intercepted by the team of the year, Pedri, on the opposite side here for Zidane, who still, Ryan, and he decided to go with 2 icons in his team. He has spent coins elsewhere. And this was the 2-1 goal that he scored. We had a little bit of a roar behind us. It was Iniesta into Rodrigo. And that was Zidane leading by 2-1. Well, as we approach half-time, I'm sure we are very nearly due an update from Richard Buckley, who is on the ground. He's been following the games.
Oh, he's in.
Zidane to make it 3. How on earth?
Wow.
Has he done that without giving away a foul there, Ryan?
Yeah, Militao just about clutching up before half-time. That would have been an awful time to concede as well.
Half-time, Zidane leading by 2-1. And as we look across the board, half-time there, I tell you what a performance in Game 2, by the way. If we can head over to Game 2, if we get a chance. Raquelme is still leading against Danny Navarrete, who has pulled 1 goal back. He's a Leicester his way around the box. No penalty shout there. But Game 2, Granada's Marin is 5-0 up against Hidalgo.
Wow. Thought Hidalgo, after yesterday's start, beating me in that opening round, would have sort of propelled him to fight amongst some of the best players in the competition, but that's a beatdown.
Well, back to this one, 2-0. PAG cruising as he looks to build towards a 3rd goal now. Well, let's check in with our very own Richard Buckley. Rich, I mean, look, we stole the show at the start of the game, taking Tuga's opening goal. How's he got on since then?
Let's see if we're live. Yeah, Tuga and the JRG. There's been 3 shots at half-time across both players. It's the first pitch side report I'm done. It's not the greatest of games. However, we have just had a goal back for JRG. 2-1. Now Tuga in control. I have to say, Tuga's next 2 games, he's got Nacho Beya, Real Oviedo, and then he rounds out the day playing Raquelme of CD Fernandez. I think if 18 points is what he's aiming for. It's very, very much on the cards.
Based on what you've seen, would you say that that's the direction it seems to be going in? Or as you said, there's not much really that's been happening?
Yeah, being the nicest way possible, it's been a classic Tuga game. He's been controlling the game. It is 2-1 right now. There is a chance back for JRG. He scored the latest goal in the game, but keep your eyes peeled. If there's an equaliser, we might have some drama. If Tuga gets the next goal, chalk the 3 points up.
Get yourself back in there, Rich. Thank you for the update there. We are looking at Tuga's game now. 2-1. Tuga in the lead. I mean, I honestly don't see anyone that tops Nicholas, but there could be someone who comes very close in second place at the moment. That could be Tuga off these performances. A win here will be 12 points, 4 from 4.
And I actually think those remaining 2 games, obviously Nacho Bea has performed decently well this last 2 days. I think Nicholas's last game's against Di Fernandez. That's not a given. If Tuga wins this, I could see him potentially going 18 points from a possible 18. It is definitely doable for him.
I just think as well that, although in his mind and how he's turned it into a positive, by the way, I mean, what, week or 2 weeks ago, he was in a World Cup qualification game in London in the FC Pro Open.
Hold on.
Hang on. He might have to concede this one first. JRG, little spin. Oh, he deserved the finish.
He's absolutely messed
How's
that
he
one
not
up.
got that on target?
That's the thing with precision shooting. If you're not precise, then you're going to end up with situations like that. We're going to jump on back over to the featured game between Zidane and Flipperzito. Have we jumped in at the right time? Yamal onside, couldn't get a shot off. Zidane, though, 3-1 up against Flipperzito. We'll see a replay of that goal. It's Rodrigo in the box, just twisting and turning. Very patient, beautiful skill move there, and tucks it away with a low-driven finesse shot.
You may have heard in the background some celebrations. PA's in, has just scored again.
And so has Zidane.
And so has Zidane, by the sounds of it. Zidane leads. Granada 6-0 leading against Hidalgo. Over in game 2.
That's a horrible result to take if you're Hidalgo or any of his fans. That looks as if
he's only on 4 points. He'll put him on 7.
He needs 7 points. In my opinion, I think 7 points gets you in that top 24.
7 points and a good goal difference, do you think, gets you in?
Yeah. Great tackle there as well.
PH in 3-0 up, by the way. And as best as Flipperzito can knock on the door of Zidane, there is just no answer still.
Oh, he's in. Beautiful play. That's lovely.
There's one back. Still needs 2 more, though.
Just that first time pass. Once you get in behind in these areas, you just have to tuck it away, and it's a way back in the game for Flipperzito. You can see on the left side of your screen, that first time through ball is so important on FC26. That's where having incisive is key on all of your offensive players on the game.
Paul's coming in there. Let's leave this game if we can. And as this is in a pause, we'll see where else we can go. Danny Navarrete has pulled a goal back, by the way. He's got an equaliser.
Wow.
Of course, he's on 0 points as it currently stands. This was the 3rd goal for PH in from the corner. And look at that reaction from the Brazilian. Well, where should we go now? 2-2 over here. These 2 players, if there's any chance of a top 24, it's probably more on the side of Raquelme.
Yeah, I think the only way is if Danny wins this, because he can't rely on goal difference at this moment in time. Unless he manages to win the next 2 games by 10 goals each, there's no way that could be in his favour. So he needs, in my opinion, 9 points.
You're also in the scenario, Ryan, where you don't want to draw.
No.
Do not want to have any kind of draw. Yes, you need points on the board, but you need win after win after win, or at least put 2 together.
A draw, in my opinion, does nothing for him, especially if you win this game. This is a confidence boost to show that you can compete with the players in this competition. Let's jump back over, though, to the featured game. And we did actually miss the goal. Flipperzito scored a game.
He was 4-1 down, only 4-3 down now.
Hold on.
Question for you, Ryan. I mean, look, we're saying 7 points, good goal difference, could get you in the top 24 for a top 8. What do you reckon? 12?
I would say 13.
11?
13 guarantees you in for me. I think that's a lot.
I mean, depending on how other results go, there is a way you can maybe sort of shoehorn yourself in with 12 points and a really good goal difference.
Yeah, you could. It also just depends on how other results around that place in the group standings happen. Like, if there's a lot of draws, then of course that could benefit you. But we haven't seen too many. We've seen a lot of last-minute goals. See, this was the goal to equalise. Is it a first-time through ball, or is it something different this time? It is still going to be a through ball. Double tap there from that Future Stars version of Perez, and a finish to make it 4-3.
Certainly game on, isn't it? There were some more celebrations coming from somewhere on those lines, and unless there was a disconnect, at least my mind proved me wrong. I think Hidalgo may have quit the game at 7-0 down.
Hold on.
Against Marin. Flipperzito!
Wow.
4-4! From 4-1 down to 4-4. I mean, I was expecting a big celebration there from the Getafe man.
I thought he messed it up. This touch here, cutting across, you sort of invite a potential block, but then Zidane slide tackled, hoping maybe he could get the rub of the green. It's worked in favour of Flipperzito. I think taking a touch across the body and then finishing it would have worked as well. You can see on the right side.
We haven't seen much from have we? I mean, wow. I'll be honest, I think we've left him to it.
There's
Obra is 7-1 up in that game.
Oh, 7-2. Too late.
He has pulled another goal back, but I don't know what time we're in that game.
It's over. That's it. It's over, Brandon. It's like 70-something, 78, 70-something around there.
I mean, it looks like we've decided to stay with the right game. Our featured game, Zidane Flipperzito, 4-4. But for Obra, important points on the board for him. He's, believe it or not, he's only on 4 points at the moment, Ryan.
Obra. Well, this game we put him on 7, you mean,
put him on 7,
yeah.
But yeah, from yesterday, he picked up 4 points from 9. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss.
And very tough games as well. Going through this one as well, you can see on the right there.
Oh, they have gone back underway. I wasn't sure if it was a potential accidental rage quit there from Hidalgo, who has got a goal back. I mean, again, unfortunately, it might help his goal difference, but for Marin, he is 7-1 up in that game. Let's jump back into our feature game then. Zidane against Flipperzito for the last 15 minutes of this. I mean, right now, the momentum swing has got to be a Flipperzito here, Ryan. He just bagged 3 goals.
I would love a last-minute goal.
Oh, you know what's going to come, don't you?
That's all I'm asking for. Flipperzito's games have been very entertaining, whether it's been for or against him. He could potentially concede here. It's sort of fallen in favour of Zidane.
Big win back, and you just feel like the confidence is building with every tackle that Flipperzito's making. He's only got 1 point next to his name at the moment. He could be on 4 after this.
Oh, he over-complicated that attack. I think Zidane is defending quite rash. That was a very weird step. Maybe he's starting to panic. He can have an attack of his own and cut short.
Hang on.
No way.
Williams! Flipperzito! 5-4 in front. How has that happened? Well, this is how it happened. We'll see again, I'm sure, in a replay. Over in this one. PH in 4-1 up against Andoni. It's not been a season to remember by the looks of it. It's only just started for Andoni, who is getting closer and closer to being eliminated.
He will have, what, 0 points, is it? You're relying on other things falling your way if you get 6 points. It's out of his hands, even if he wins both games.
Over to this one, 7-1. We may as well leave these two to it. I know we're in pauses elsewhere, hence why we have just jumped into it. I mean, look, Oberon, 9-2 leading. Marin, 7-1 leading. The gaps of some of these games. Let's get back to our feature game if we can then. We are jumping out the pause now. Flipperzito against Zidane. Flipperzito 5-4 in front. And how long has he got left to see this one out, Ryan? Just 10 minutes.
There's going to be at least another goal in this game. There always is when it comes to these two players, whether it's last-minute winners or something else. Is he going to respond straight from kickoff, though? It looks as if the team press has been kicked in. You can see there's so many bodies around the ball. Man-for-man marking as well.
Is there a cutback? Perez went for it, defended well by Flipperzito. Tell you what, that's a fall for over there as well. See Raquelme and Danny Navarrete. They've also timed the game up. This is going to be Davi Navarrete's first points on the boards. Or is Flipperzito going to put the game to bit over here now? Lamine Yamal dispossessed, and a chance to counter-attack will come down the other end now. 5 minutes.
Oh,
what a ball! Perez for Zidane. What a save!
No way. That's just down to aiming it too close to the goalkeeper. That's got to be a goal.
Alex Ramiro somehow gets a hand on it. Corner comes in for Zidane. He plays it short.
Lovely.
Recycles it back for Pedri, and then eventually it falls back the way of a Getafe shirt. And now this is Flipperzito's game, Ryan, just to see out.
I think it's too early to play. Just, oh my goodness.
He's playing risky, isn't he?
What is going on here? Oh, he's absolutely
he may have just cost him.
Messed it up, no way.
He may have just cost himself. What a
tackle. Wow.
What a tackle.
Maybe now you can try and keep the ball for last attack. Or not even last attack, just keep the ball in general if you're Flipperzito. He's gone line, he's onside as well.
89 on the clock, does he want another goal?
I think you go for it, you have to.
He might just go for it. Lamine Yamal wins a corner, that's even better.
Play it short, wait the seconds down. See, this is the thing, even those 2-3 seconds, Brandon, it's important. He could have taken an extra few off it. See, right here, 3 minutes added on, Brandon, I'm waiting the whole duration. I'm taking at least 10 seconds off here.
He's trying to keep it in the corner. He's got 3 minutes, though, of added time to survive.
He's
a minute's
done really
gone.
well. Really, really well.
That press is going to be very aggressive. The offside trap being spammed by Zidane.
Wow.
I mean, I'm going to expect a reaction at the end of this from Flipperzito. It's his first win, Ryan.
It puts him on 4 points as well. He's definitely in the mix. I would say he's 1 win away. He's gone back to the goalkeeper, rightly so. It's going to be 3 points on the board as well. What a comeback.
Performance. What a performance from Flipperzito. From 4-1 down to 5-4 in front. Flipperzito does get 3 points on the boards. And there's the celebration that we all expected at some point. He's had to wait until round 4, though, to give us a celebration.
Yeah.
What a performance.
Great comeback. It looked as if he was done and dusted. He was 4-1 down. And he's managed to put his way back in and also get those 3 points. Danny Navarrete and Raquelme was 4-4 as we left it. A pause has been queued as well.
Full-time results coming in as well. Wins for Oberon. A 9-1 win for Marin. Another win for PH. That's going to put him back up the table now. Again, all the standings will be updated. 37 teams in this league phase that we find ourselves in this season. And Tuga, by the way, looks like he's just got himself another win.
Standard.
4 from 4.
I'm telling you, I think he could finish top, you know. I think he will finish top. That's my prediction. He's going to finish top because Nicholas's game against D. Fernandez, that's not easy.
What a tournament he is having. Is that someone got a red card, sorry? Yeah,
yes.
Element of Tao's got a red card here for Danny Navarrete. That's why we're in the pause in the tactic menu at the moment. He's trying to figure out where does he want to sacrifice on the pitch. Well, are we just resuming from the red card incident that just happened?
This is a.
Does he fancy it? Raquelme's over it. Potentially a match winner.
Short.
Goes short instead and then allows David Beckham to lose possession.
I think going short from that range is poor, to be honest. I think you've got to go direct. And he could get punished straight down the other end, Brandon. Beautiful look for the pass. Goes for the player look across the box. Should have potentially conceded down the other end. That's wonderfully worked, though, as well from Danny. That could be a crucial 3 points on the board to keep his tournament alive. See Raquelme, though. I can't lie, Brandon. That is... I'm upset with that. Not taking a free kick direct. I think you get punished, and rightly so. That pass there is beautiful. Player lock as well. Incredible goal.
Well, could that be Danny Navarrete's first points on the board? He's only got 10 players on the pitch. And he might have the worst goal difference in the league. There's no dressing up that one. It's just factual.
He goes for that. Oh, he's actually ended up winning the header. Now Danny can just try and keep the ball for the duration of the game, and he's almost giving it away straight away.
Oh, no.
What is going on here?
Oh, no. Raquelme to make the most of this one now.
Sorry, what?
I think he just got lost in his own feet there, Gareth Bale.
I honestly don't really know what I'm watching here. What is going on, Brandon?
Apparently no one wants to win.
I don't even know what to say. I'm actually...
I think that tells you all you need to know,
No,
Ryan.
but no, honestly though. What?
How's he had a second time to do that?
You don't even do that. I wouldn't even do that in champs. And you're telling me you're doing that right, but your tournament's on the line, and you're... I'm honestly quite lost for words. I don't really know what to say.
Well, the only excuse he's got, Ryan, is turning around and saying they had 10 players on the pitch.
No, but...
Well, we could have had 3 points, Danny Navarrete, and he should have had 3 points.
This is like... If he goes on to lose this game... 1 second, Brandon. Wait, Bale's powering down the line as well. Goes for the play. Look, it wasn't even on that pass, and that's the end of the game. 5-5.
That is the end of the game. That's it for the end of the round. And there we have it for the end of that round. I mean, look, this has been the story, Ryan, of today and yesterday. The last 4 minutes of a game have been managed terribly across the board in so many different levels. He's got no words. Nicole, I'm going to pass it back to you and the guys on the desk because he can't believe what's happened. I don't think they can either on the desk. Ryan's fuming. He's going to go grab the controller from him in a minute.
Are you okay, Brian? Is he all right?
No, he's not.
I've never seen someone so annoyed on someone else's behalf. Like, does he even know those guys?
No.
What was he so angry about?
Because they were just playing terribly.
What is it? I wouldn't even do that in champs.
The decision making, I don't understand.
Oh, some big results there. We can have a look at them now. Flipperzito beating Zidane. I mean, Rich, you and I were having a little chat, looked at the screen. You know, at one point, I'm sure Zidane was 4-1 up.
It was. I did a half-time hit on Tuga. I looked across. It was 4-1 up Zidane. I come back to the desk.
Right.
65th minute, 4-4.
Absolutely wild. PH Zin getting a win there against Andoni. Andoni will be absolutely gutted. Another loss for him. What's going on, Gravison?
I don't know, really. It looked like the move from Atletico de Madrid to Celta was going to be a good one for him, but he's been conceding so many goals, he's not even got a point yet. And if we look at this match between Flipperzito and Zidane, as Rich was mentioning, that first half for Zidane was perfect, we could say. Of course, he came back with his goal, but then it was 4-1 for Zidane, and he was playing really good. And then I was watching the match with Chusita and a couple of different players, and we were both looking at Tuga's match, and then when we looked at it again, it was 4-4. I couldn't believe my eyes. Don't know what happened because did you see that?
What was that?
The chewing gum.
When he put it back in. Oh. That's why.
That's why you
That's why.
Did he enjoy that? Come on.
No,
Those reflexes, he was quick.
Yeah, fair play, quick
I'll
reflexes.
be putting my hand up and going, admin, can I go to the bin, please?
And I don't know about you guys, but, you know, Flipperzito, we know him for his outrageous celebrations, but I felt like he was quite calm, Rich.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because if he loses this game, he's out.
Yeah.
Right, so he knew what was riding
I think, yeah, he knew that if that game didn't go his way, maximum amount of points he could have got down there with Getafe would have been 7. Now, he has got a chance, 2 games left, 10 points is doable. He sits right on the cusp, 24th does Flipperzito. Goal difference slightly in his favour, but it's going to be a massive hill to climb still.
Yeah, we're looking at the standings now. Things are heating up in Barcelona. I mean, of course, Nicholas the Iceman still sat on top, 15 points, won all of his games so far. Tuga, now, that is someone who, again, we spoke very highly of yesterday. He's looking really good at the moment, isn't he? He's very experienced. We know what he can do. And he's won all of his games now, so he's on 12 points. He'll be absolutely thrilled with that, won't he, boys?
I actually think, Grav, sorry to jump in there, I actually think Tuga finishes top. I don't think Nicholas beats Di Fernandez.
Di Fernandez has a tough match.
Yeah.
Whereas
Tough one.
Tuga has got 2 easier games. I think he plays Alberto and he also plays Nacho Abello, which are 2 games I think he should win.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gets the La Liga experience in which you're on top, you think you're cruising, and then you play against a couple of Spanish players, you get 0 points. Let's see how it goes. I feel like Nico is going to top the group.
Oh, I like it when predictions start coming in. We were speaking about Flipperzito and his celebrations and what that win means for him, points table-wise. Should we chat to him now and see how he's feeling after that win? Flipperzito, coming in. Thank you so much for joining us. We are good. How are you feeling? Have you been able to calm down after that win?
When I played the first day, it was like a lot negative thoughts were coming into my mind, and I said, wait, I'm Flipperzito. I'm not a loser. Okay. And then today I came here and only positive mind, and I'm going to win my 3 games of today, and in La Liga FC Pro Cup I'm going to win every game there, and then in La Liga FC Pro Finals I will get the trophy, and then this year I will be FC Pro World Championship.
Oh, he's winning all.
I need
everything.
some of Flipperzito's confidence in my life. Do you genuinely just really believe in yourself and your ability?
Yeah, obviously it's like if you don't think that you can win, if you don't trust in yourself, it's like you don't come here to compete against the best players in the world. Then today I came here and I'm going to win every game. It's easy.
I got one question for you, because I was watching the match with Chusita, and Chusita, he was preparing himself mentally because he was off, totally off. And I asked him, what's going on? You seem to be off. He told me, I went to a bathroom, and Flipperzito was just cutting his beard over there, over here. What happened?
Oh yeah, it's I couldn't do it in the hotel. It was like I had to buy it, and then I came here and I did it.
Wow.
It's Flipperzito's things, maybe.
I mean, fair enough. We could stand here and talk to you all day, Flipperzito, but we need to let you go because you've got another game straight away.
Yeah, I have to play my second game today against J Lion, and then I have to win it. It's so easy for me.
Wow. Okay, on that note, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you again. Good luck with that game, Flipperzito. Gravison is just on the desk laughing. Fair play. I'm not going to lie, boys. I love that man. I think he's brilliant.
Rich. Are you okay? I don't know. He walked away, stared at me. I think maybe because I didn't get time to ask a question. But also, I disagreed with basically 85% of what he said. He's not going to win the cup. He's not going to win the final. And he's not going to win the World Championship. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break whilst we compose ourselves. We'll see you shortly.